さん日本にいたしまして、1億8000ください。来期はね、はい。目指してください。はい。はい。マッチ試合が行われますのはAXIZウェーブ vs AWG の試合になる。
まず第1マッチ、この QTD ク VS フェンネルで、はい、まあこの調子でそのまま本日もやっていけるんじゃないかなとは思う。
本当にある程度のメタ編成ならご利用してしまうだけのパワーの選択、永民帳を QTD グがピックいたしました。
まあ試合となった時に少しずつアイテムを吐かせることができますなので、はい、まあ放置して他の選手を追っても強い立ちするつもりで来ております。
So, two matchups for today, QTD versus FL. Whoever wins will be the next team that's qualified for the COA group stage. We're going to have the Cueist on Ever Sleeping Town heading towards the second story middle. Can go straight into his demon form so he could check the second floor here. He will be running into the Professor. Professor already vaulting, so he's going to go right back into his demon form so that he doesn't have to vault this window. Oh, he's a little close here. We'll be able to hit him through this window for the first time. However, now the Professor's inside of Graveyard, he can also just contain the Hunter here the entire time. Lots of pallets to work with, and also very far from his okay, we'll be able to get that vault as soon as the Hunter gets out of his demon form. Gonna vault as the Hunter walks around. He's just gonna break this pallet since he's doing pretty good loop around this area. Hunter is slowly closing in, so that means, oh, we got the cue ball also coming in here. He's gonna flywheel to avoid the cue ball. Nice job on this survivor. He's gonna need to utilize his shell shock. Oh. And since he wasn't able to utilize his shell shock, this will be the first down. A pretty early down, I would say. 70, 60, and 39 on the Cypher progress. Mayken already coming in for the rescue. Okay, we got Tinnitus, so the Hunter isn't gonna leave this area. He may... Yeah, he's gonna create some contact points so that he could get the abnormal. That one is not... Okay, yeah, he's gonna redo his contact points to abnormal that Cypher machine. And the first officer utilizing his pocket watch is coming in for the first rescue. Okay, he's just gonna buy some time. It's not quite at the halfway point. The chair isn't quite at the halfway point. Okay, Hunter's gonna get a swing here. That's gonna allow him to get the rescue before half with Ty Turner. He is gonna utilize this time to go away from the first officer. Gonna set up a cue ball here, so now he can't use his pallet, so he's just gonna be taking a hit here instead. Oh, he tried to time the shell shock but wasn't able to do so. We'll be going down here for the second time as soon as the Ty Turner runs out. Okay, he's gonna drop a scale here. Two Cypher machines. Oh, we got the Archer coming in here for the harass. And he's in the nice out open here. It's gonna be a pretty good, yeah, we're gonna be able to get the 100% laceration right away. But the immediate hit onto the Professor. Still out in the open here. It's gonna be pretty easy to get another laceration. Got the back bow laceration. She needs to just hit him one more time. Oh no, she's not able to. Wait, let's see. Oh, she tried to, but she missed. So we'll be able to cheer him here for the second time. We have the Puppeteer with Ty Turner, and it looks like Morin is coming in for the rescue. I'm just going to abnormal Mayken Cypher Machine again. And that's going to allow the little Puppeteer to approach the chair without the Hunter noticing. Okay, a little bit of mind games here around the objects or the gravestones. I'm gonna go straight into his puppet form. Oh, but he gets captured and he's put too far away from the chair, and the survivor is going to go back to the manor. Oh, he didn't think of... Yeah, so there are certain hunters that you have to go rescue early because you have to bait out the cue ball. But he wasn't able to do that, so it looks like the hunter was able to send the first survivor to the manor. I mean, that was a pretty good cue ball right there. Okay, got the cue ball coming in here once again. Oh, we'll be able to blink for the first time. Yeah, the survivors didn't know the hunter's trait. He doesn't have trump cards, so that's going to be his only trait the entire game. But Cueist, they don't usually need trump card because he can just set up contact points and go around like the entirety of the map and like abnormal the Cypher machine. So he has lots of versatility. So we're going to set up another triangle here to continuously abnormal the Cypher machine. Pressuring this one Cypher for most of the entirety of the game. Okay, we're gonna get a rescue here by the... Okay, we're gonna get the laceration, but we'll be able to hit. 3 survivors are all injured. They may need to heal up because they don't have that last Cypher machine. The laceration effects will take the lacerations will take effect. The 100% laceration will take effect. Hunter continuously chasing Maken off of his Cypher Machine by utilizing the cue balls and getting the abnormals, is going to be able to get a hit onto him. And he has a 5-second tie turner that will run out, and the Hunter is not going to be chairing this first officer. He's going straight back to the Cypher Machine Mortarin here. He can utilize his puppets, so he can tank one more hit before going down. Was able to throw down this pallet just in time. And the blink is still on cooldown at 68 seconds. Will be able to take the hit. Ooh, was that an Undaunted? So Hunter's going to be bringing Maken to the chair for the first time since he doesn't want him to heal up. And he can also chair him next to the Cypher Machine, that way he has more Cypher control. They may have to start a new Cypher Machine, but it looks like... I mean, what are they going to do? Both the Puppeteer has to heal up the Archer because Puppeteer can't get healed because of his ability. Hunter's going to be setting up... Okay, Hunter's going to be setting up the cute contact points on the Puppeteer's Cypher Machine. Mortarin all the way at the graveyard. Okay, no, he's going to be abnormaling. Okay. No one can get this rescue because Cat's at half health and he only has one bow. So she's just feeding Tinnitus. Or she's not even feeding Tinnitus. Hunter doesn't even have Tinnitus. She's just hiding. What do they plan on doing? And this is also the best of 5s. So they will have more chances to make up for their losses. But okay, it looks like Cat's able to finish up his Cypher Machine. Okay, 4 Cypher Machines completed. Last Cypher Machine 49. That keeps getting abnormal. It used to be 80. All the way down to 34 so far. Hunter going towards the Puppeteer. Okay, dashing back and forth there. Kind of like the opera singer in her shadow form. Going to be checking the area. No Tinnitus being triggered, so he's going to be transitioning back towards the Dragon Gate area. No, he's at the middle. Mortarin's currently working on the Graveyard Cypher Machine, and the Puppeteer's at the Old Geisha House corner. And Hunter's going to be going for this Archer instead. Idealistically, on the side of the survivors, the reason why the Archer... Oh, it was... I thought it was the opposite. Okay, Hunter's gonna blink and down the Puppeteer. And the Hunter's gonna be going for her slugging method because the Cyphers they don't have enough Cypher progress and possible 4-man elimination. Looking like a very high possibility for that 4-man elimination. We'll be heading towards Cat, who is transitioning away from Corner House, making her way towards Fake Gate. Hunter just trying to get Tinnitus to be triggered as he's making his way all across the map. Tinnitus is triggered at this corner, so he's going to get out of his demon form and start searching for this survivor. Okay, he's going to be checking the grass patches, all the little pallets here, and Tinnitus disappears. So now he knows he's searching in the wrong direction. He's going to go towards Fake Gate where Cat is currently at. And he's going to catch up quickly with his demon form because why not? Mortarin not healing himself up. He's just going to crawl all the way towards what looks like Corner House. Oh, is able to get the capture with the cue ball immediately and down this Archer. And he's going to be picking her up, taking her towards the Puppeteer, or just going to be... Oh, it looks like he's just going to chair her outside of the... No, he's not going to be chairing her. He's going to be dropping her closer to the Puppeteer. Puppeteer crawled quite the distance. Almost all the way at Corner House here, but Tinnitus won't be triggered, so he's just going to have to search the entire vicinity. Currently not looking in the right places. Good mind games on the Puppeteer. Okay, Corner House is... I don't know which one it is. It's the 66% Cypher Machine? Or is that the Graveyard Cypher? We would never know. Okay, now he's heading towards the Old Geisha House, looking back at the Archer to make sure he kind of knows where she's at. And it looks like she's gonna finally be able to spot out this Puppeteer. He's not going out, he just wants to bleed out. Okay, never mind. Oh! Okay, he's gonna be going down immediately and he's gonna be bleeding out. That's why I was like, why didn't he use his puppet so that the archer can get the dungeon? We have one arrow. We can't miss this arrow. Okay, sidesteps the cue ball. Hunter continuously hiding. She needs to be very patient here. She needs to get the 100% arrow, okay? He's gonna change the trajectory of the cue ball. Hold it all! But blinks and downs her immediately, and that's gonna be a 4-man elimination for QTD Hunter.
15%だって考えるとかなりねガッタンの編成で QTD がやってきましたね。そうですね。そしてちょっとビリヤードにだからこそじゃあ危機一髪は2つ入れたいなというのはですね。1人危機一髪潰されても2人は入りますね。はい。第1ラウンド5ポイントの差を追いかける覇者の羊です。試合を見ていきましょう。
FL Hunter going against QTD Survivors. In the first half, the QTD Hunter was able to get a 4-man elimination, so in order to tie, FL Hunter has to also get a 4-man elimination. This matchup will determine which team qualifies for the COA group stage. It's going to be the best of 5, and the first hit onto the Knight. He got the first prediction right, but he got the second prediction wrong, and that's when he got hit. Is going to be Cage here once again out in the open with nothing to work with. Is going to be going down immediately for the first time. Cypher Machines 30-30, 27%, so an extreme early down, and this is against a Goatman. We can see there is someone feeding tinnitus, ZZ. He is the Magician, also has Tide Turner along with the Meteorologist and the Knight. So 3 Tide Turners just so that they could buy enough time because they're looking for a 1-man escape in order to win round 1. But right now, okay, flywheel, but the hit still registers. Will be able to... Oh, he's not at the corner yet. He's too far. He's caged again. He's not able to make it to the chair in time. He's gonna have to get an after-half rescue. An early down and an after-half rescue is not a go. Oh, he's not even gonna be able to get the rescue. He's gonna be going down here stuffing. Not even at the chair. Goatman. He really said, you got the... oh. I can't speak. He's really making sure that there is no point differentiation here. Differential. Okay, we're gonna utilize the cloud to make it all towards the chair and get the rescue, but the hunter's gonna go straight for this Knight because he's dead on chair. So gonna play some mind games here. Is able to get the pallets done and transition. Nope, he's not gonna transition. He's just gonna keep playing around this 2 pallets because there's another pallet here to work with. Is gonna be utilizing the predictions, gets the skill prediction right, and the stalemate, it looks like he's gonna be able to get that right as well. And the hunter runs into him and will be able to down him here for the second time, sending the first survivor back into the manor. Back to the manor. Survivors have healed up here so that they don't have the... So they'll still have exit path to utilize. We have a wind on the Meteorologist. As long as the Meteorologist doesn't get found, it should be fine because the hunter will most likely be looking for this Meteorologist, seeing that she's at half health. Does see the blood trails of the survivor. He drops down a little early here. Lots of good patience on the Meteorologist as she's waiting at this window. Hunter drops down once again and caged immediately here because as soon as you vault this window, there's a quite wide open area. Oh, he's gonna utilize excitement because he was expecting the wind to come into effect, but oh, she was very patient, gets the wind push, but Hunter just sets up another cage and is able to down this Meteorologist for the first time. 2 Cypher Machine completed, 3 Cypher Machines, 30-30, 20%. You can see the Lanterness utilizing her projection on the Cypher Machines for a faster 10% increase in Cypher progress. 10% increase in Cypher decoding progress. Okay, ZZ coming in for the rescue as he wasn't able to get that rescue before with that Tide Turner. Will be able to get the rescue before half here with the Tide Turner. Hunter right back on the Meteorologist. Immediately caging her and getting an immediate down on this survivor, but it's okay because she was saved with Tide Turner. No more Tide Turners left on the survivor's side, but they're trying to get as much usage out of it as possible. 3rd Cypher Machine finally completed. 4th Cypher Machine 39, and the 5th Cypher Machine 47% is going to be cheering her here outside of the graveyard once again. Terrad coming in for the rescue. As long as... Oh, I would say that the Lanternist kind of Okay, we'll be able to cage both the after image and the main body. Okay, backing into the survivor, but is able to break this. Okay, she didn't take a hit here just because she's close enough to the chair and she can get that rescue, but no tight turner. All three survivors injured. Hunter's gonna cage her immediately. I don't think they have enough cipher progress to get this get to be able to. Okay, we'll be able to chair her for the final time, sending the next survivor to the manor. 2 survivors left, both at half health. This is the same situation as the first half. All the survivors are injured and they're all at half health. They're not able to rescue. They don't really have an end game situation. Yeah, it's looking like a 4-man elimination here. Not a lot of progress. Okay, Hunter's gonna be going for the magician. Oh, we can see she had the projection on this cipher machine, so it's actually 62% and not around 39%, was it? Will be able to cage. Oh, was not able to cage this magician. He's waiting around here at this pallet because when he does get caged, he needs some kind of buffer zone. Is going to be able to utilize his illusion to avoid the first hit. Able to make it to this pallet. Good patience. Isn't be able to down. Oh, but the Hunter's going to blink right through and immediately down this magician. He was healed by his teammate, so he still does have exit path. Hunter's going to bring him as close as possible to the meteorologist. Chairing him? No? Gonna be dropping him down. No tinnitus being triggered. Lots of resentment to work with, so he can just move his way across the map without too much difficulty. Terad currently waiting at the Dragon Gate. Checking the graveyard area to expect her to be here. She's not here. Gonna go check on the magician to make sure that he's not being healed up. Terad made all the way to the old geisha house. She's going to be utilizing her projection as well on herself as she transitions, because she does get a 10% speed boost when she utilizes the projections. Okay, he does spot her out here at the Dragon Gate. We'll be able to cage her here. She has pallets here to work with. Good mind games here. Gonna be looping this area. Flywheels makes it. She's gonna utilize her projections, throw down this pallet, and get the pallet stud. Yeah, I would say Lanternus is one of the survivors that counters the Goatman, because he needs to make sure when he cages her, he has to cage her after image from the projection and the invisible ghost image, which is really hard to do. In the case where when the survivor was coming in for the rescue, he can just expect the real body that's invisible to be going towards the chair, so it's easier to cage her. But when she's taking the kite, it's very hard because you have to cage the fake body, and if you cage, my question is, if she cages the fake body and the real body's outside of the cage, and then she changes the projection location, then does the projection location also disappear with her? I should probably look that up. That would be a very important thing to know. We'll be able to down the Lanternist. She still has the exit path, and now the magician has to stay alive. But tonight is already being triggered. He's going in the opposite direction, but it's not gonna matter because he's gonna figure out where he is eventually. Magician with no exit path, hiding behind the walls. Hunter does seem to notice something. Oh, he sees his little head peeking out. He saw the little hat. And we'll be able to cage him once again. Blink and downing him immediately. The Lanternist has to get up since the survivor is almost bled out. He's gonna be making sure to cage and stay near this dungeon area just in case the Lanternist makes her way towards it. Oh, magician's bleeding out. He needs to hurry up and chair this magician. Oh, is he gonna be able to? Okay, he's gonna be able to pick him up just in time. This is the first chair for the magician as well, so he's gonna buy himself quite a lot of time. Lantern is not able to make it to the dungeon yet. If he didn't pick her up in time, that would be a different story, because then the Lanternist would utilize the projection, and then that would be a very big headache for the Hunter. But was able to chair this magician before he expired, so now the Hunter has tinnitus. Oh, she's going for the rescue. She gets the free backdoor rescue, but now the Hunter knows where both of them are. He's gonna he has to hit the lanternist because the magician's gonna die immediately so he's just ignoring him completely. As you can see, the magician's just blocking this area. Hunter just needs to set up a nice cage here. Gets the hit onto it's chip damage on the lanternist. One more hit, they're just gonna be healing in front of this Hunter because the magician's like, hit me. As soon as he gets hit, he's just gonna bleed out, and then the lanternist is gonna get a free way to the basement. Okay, we're gonna have a lot of body blocking here, but Hunter's just gonna be waiting to create the nice. Okay, he went through the pallet. He's body blocked. Okay, they're just gonna get a pallet stun here. Okay, keep looping this area. Hunter's gonna start breaking the pallets in this area. Then they will have to transition to. Okay, only caging the lanternist. Okay, she avoids the hit. Yes again. Okay, she's utilizing her projection. And he's able to. Okay. He's not able to get the hit onto her. Oh, and we'll finally be able to down this lanternist. She can just chair this lanternist and go for this magician, or just down the magician. But he would expire right away. Since it's the first chair for... Is it the first chair for the lantern? I think it's the first chair for the lanternist. So it looks like the magician now has to kite until the lanternist bleeds out. Okay, chip damage on the magician, so 75% health. Lanternist going towards the dungeon. You have to pick up the lanternist. You can't down this magician because the exit gate, the dungeon will be open then. Who must go towards the lanternist? Okay, he's gonna go to the lanternist as she's almost bleeding out, and we'll be able to chair her once again. Now we get to see if it's actually her first chair or not. We have tinnitus, so the magician's still nearby, and it is her first chair. We'll be able to cage this magician utilizing his last illusion to stay alive here. Pretty big cage, lots of back and forth. He's gonna set up a second cage so that if it gets broken, he'll be still caged here. Hunter has... Okay, cutting him off. He needs to get the hit onto the magician so that he can't get the rescue. Hunter's just staying on this side of the cage because the magician, if he's gonna go for the rescue, he has to go through and then he can just down him immediately. A blink hit and we'll be able to down the survivor, securing the 4-man elimination for FL side, tying up round number 1. Round 2, first half. FL Hunter going against QTD survivors. Peddler on the Sacred Heart Hospital heading towards Penkei, the Enchantress. Going towards Shack. Hunter is going to be getting the ground absorption here so that she can have Divine and catch up to the survivor. She's waiting around here at this pallet. Will she have... She does have knee-jerk reflex and flywheels. So we'll be taking this first kite. Gonna absorb the wall right here so that she can get rid of this area with the pallet. Gets a... No, she avoids the chip damage. Instead, she's gonna get a mini 1-stack stun on the Hunter. Hunter's gonna absorb the wall here. Another chip damage she has to dodge, making her way towards this pallet, but taking the hit instead, so that's gonna allow her to transition inside of the hospital. Hunter's gonna close the distance with this vine. We'll be able to throw down this pallet, but she vaults into the Hunter, but it's okay because we're gonna get a mini stun so that she can transition back up into the second floor. Flywheels through the wall. Hunter just absorbs the wall here. Oh, got a nice body block by the lucky guy. Lucky guy unfortunately taking another chip damage here. Or was that a normal damage? He avoided the chip damage, got the hit on the normal damage. Now he's going to be utilizing a pocket watch instead. Hunter, predicts where the little guy, lucky guy, is going to go and drops down in the next hole. She's going to be creating some distance to nullify the pocket watch effects, also absorbing the ground here, so she has a vine left ready to utilize. Making her way towards the shack with the warp. As soon as that warp gate shows up, the survivor, unfortunately stunned while throwing down this pallet. Will be able to down the survivor for the first time. Cipher progress looking alright here. We got one cipher completed, second cipher machine 92, third cipher machine 50, and the fourth cipher machine 39%. Oh, we got the stun coming in from the Enchantress, but she was able to drop down this lucky guy just in time so that she can just balloon him once again and chair him here for the first time. 2 cipher machines have been completed, 50, 40, 22 on the remaining 3 ciphers. We got one in order on the escapologist. He's changed the location of this chair, and he also has a smoke screen here to get ready for the rescue. He's setting up for the rescue. Escapologist, we got the chip damage here, and the hit, the misdirection takes the body block as well, so it did take the injury, but that's gonna allow the lucky guy to transition out. He'll still be able to transition out, but transition out still not knocked down. Will be able to make it to this pallet. Chip damage waiting for him, gonna walk into the other direction. Another pause here, but we're back. And we'll be able to get the hit onto the lucky guy, so the lucky guy will be able to sit on the chair for the second time. Cipher progress looking pretty good here. 80, 60, 50 on the remaining 3 ciphers. We'll be able to chair him for the second time. We can see that lucky guy has Tide Turner and the Gardener has Tide Turner. Gardener coming in for this rescue, but one in order on him. Gonna change the location of his chair once again to make it easier for this Gardener. Last 2 cipher machines, 70, 60. With got the chip damage here at this little small entryway. Is able to get the chip damage, got the grapple on the ground. She is gonna utilize the bubble and get the rescue with Tide Turner. With that, the Gardener's new ability, and she's only a chip damage, so if she takes the hit, that's gonna allow the lucky guy to get away. So the hunter's just going to ignore the survivor. She's gonna create a passageway here so that she doesn't have to wait around behind this pallet. Last cipher machine's primed. It's primed. They're gonna pop the cipher machine. Lucky guy does not. Yeah, he does. Wait, let's see which one's lucky guy. Tirad. Yeah, okay. He does have tide bar time. So exit gate's being opened up. Hunter has detention. He's hiding behind this pallet. Hunter doesn't see him. Okay, but she does go back because realizing he couldn't have gone this way because she would have seen the blood trails. We'll be able to down him here for the third time, sending him to the manor. But the exit gate's already open and all the 3 survivors are there. And so that's a 3-man escape for the QTD survivors. Round 2, second half, QTD Hunter going against FL Survivors. Peddler on Sacred Heart Hospital. We saw the FL Hunter play Peddler in the first half, so we got another Peddler here in the second half on the same map. We'll be absorbing the ground here, getting a vine ready for the first chase. Also going the exact same route, straight to the shack. Able to avoid the hunter, already looped around the basements here, so he wants to go down as far away from here as possible. Hunter gonna create a little portal here so he can catch up to the survivor. Has to utilize his illusion to make it to this pallet. Hunter just gonna get the wall absorption once again. No distance, will be taking the hit for the first time as he vaults away from this basement. Hunter, however, does have a vine and 2 chips, so she can just place a chip there at this pallet. He's gonna wait it out and then take the vault. We also have the Seer Owl taking viewing. Okay, we got the vine and the owl gonna come out right in time to block the hit for this magician as he's transitioning to the ruins. Cottage ruins here, very nice kiting area. Will be able to vault into this hunter, but it does have that speed boost because he does have knee-jerk reflex. Gonna utilize his second illusion to make it towards. He will be running into a survivor, avoids the chip damage and makes this window vault. Hunter gonna be utilizing the warp to find him out here in the back. Okay, he's gonna confuse her a little with that illusion, making his way back to this pallet. Hunter's gonna absorb this wall. He's gonna be going around and he gets a nice window vault here, but then a chip damage is waiting for him, but it's not gonna be a chip damage. We'll be able to terror shock him here at this window. Downing the survivor for the first time. However, cipher progress looking pretty good. 1 cipher machine completed, second one 93, third one 62, and the fourth one 22. Most likely because the hunter was the survivor ran into the 62 survivor 62% cipher machine. We're gonna have the escapologist relocating the chair for the magician, and the meteorologist coming in for the rescue. Going to utilize her cloud so she can safely make it to the chair. But the hunter's going to absorb the ground here, so she's going to wait it out. But taking an early hit is able to get the rescue just in time with Tide Turner. Avoids the chip damage. And the hunter is back on Moirurin. Gets a vine stun, will be able to down him for the second time. We can see the escapologist also has Tide Turner, so possible second rescue gonna be dying in this the edge of the map, so further away from the cipher machines at ruins. And Maycan getting ready for this rescue. Cheering him. Is he going to relocate him, or does he have a pretty good... It looks like he's going to be relocating the survivor. And that's just going to take up more of the hunter's time as he relocates the chair, because then the hunter wants to make sure that there's no one around. We have the smoke screen coming in so that he can safely make it towards the chair. Hunter unable to see the survivor, tries to get a chip damage on him, isn't able to do so. Still has misdirection, so he's going to be able to get that rescue before he expires, and still at full health, so it looks like he's also trying to get a body block here. Gets a chip damage on both the survivors and gets a hit onto Maycan, so successfully body blocking. And we have the smoke screen coming out here. He just needs to last a little bit longer. 4 cipher machines almost completed. Last cipher machine 85%. He's gonna be body blocking this passageway. Gonna get the chip damage and we'll be able to down this escapologist. Escapologist's first chair does have borrowed time. We can have the seer coming in for this rescue. And Katsuki is currently at that prime cipher machine, but unfortunately the hunter's bringing the survivor all the way. Okay, get the push from the wind, but it's not going to be able to stun. We'll be able to chair him here at the last cipher machine. Cat coming in here for the assist. Well, Katsuki at half health, he needs to just take the hit and pop the cipher machine and then just kind of do everything. But the meteorologist gets the wind, pushes him further away, gets a hit. They're gonna throw down this pallet. Oh, they're waiting to pop the cipher. Got the vine on the seer. Oh, they can't pop it because Hunter absorbed this cipher machine, so it's locked. Hunter's gonna be able to reabsorb the cipher and pick up the escapologist. They're forced to start a new cipher machine, but it's only the second chair, and it's around 48. So if they get before he bleeds out, they can still get this, and it will be primed in time. They have enough time, but they're all at half health. And if the hunter gets a hit here, she can force an early rescue. It is going to be taking a hit here with this owl and transitioning out. They're all just going to body block for each other. Okay, we're going to get the seer getting the vine grapple. Cipher machines pop end game situations. 4 survivors up and running. We have the Nature's Affinity, Mineral Affinity, and Metal Affinity. Gonna utilize the warp to try and get the down onto the survivor, heading towards the second floor. Exit gate is being opened on the front gate. Just continuously looping this area. Hunter has another absorption on the ground. Need to utilize the vine soon, but he keeps dropping down and changing elevation, and that's making it hard for her to utilize the vine. Finally is able to see the survivor. Will use the vine chip damage and will be able to down him for the third and final time. 3 survivors are already at the exit gate, so that's a 3-man escape for the side of FL survivors, getting them the tie once again for round 2. The hunters getting 4-man eliminations in round 1. The survivors getting 3-man escapes for round 2. Round 3, first half. FL Hunter going against QTD survivors. Ivy on Lakeside Village, sending the ghost towards Terad, the fire investigator. He's going to be waiting outside of Big Boat, so once he gets infected, Hunter's going to teleport and he's going to be able to transition away, putting that tablet in an area that's not that useful for the hunter. Hunter's going to try to do the backlight trick. He's going to be able to get this vault, moving his way around. It looks like he's going to be transitioning away and going towards Mini Boat. And the hunter is not going to be infecting other survivors. She just wants a full chase, gonna utilize all her resources for this chase. Yeah, Terod making his way towards the cornfield, leaving this area entirely. He does have 2 airbags to utilize, so that's going to help him transition, but with 29% corruption, it does look like she's going to be able to, with 1 scare, get the survivor to walk towards her, but not able to get that 100% corruption. Will be able to get the scare here and get the first hit onto the survivor, trying to get an additional scare and then get the hit so that he'll have 42% corruption as he's been hit. Transitioning into the cottage. The basement is in this area. Another infection onto the survivor. Flywheels away so that the corruption won't build up as quickly as he's transitioning towards the middle. You'll utilize his second airbag. Oh, I feel like the hunter was trying to get the scare on him, but oh, we have the archer coming in for the assist. The laceration is going to be taking into effect, stunning the hunter for a little bit, and the hunter is going to be sending the ghost towards ZZ. Will be infecting a survivor on that cipher machine as the fire investigator transitions to the second floor of ship. Dropping right down, Hunter's just following the blood trails of the survivor. The basement isn't here, so it's a nice place to go down. Only a matter of time here before he can get the 100% corruption, and we'll be able to down him for the first time. But cipher machines looking so good. 3 cipher machines completed, and this is very huge for a big map. The fact that he was able to transition from mini boat all the way to shack to ship is pretty impressive, and that bought all the time that they needed. Didn't interrupt any of the cipher machines. Hunter will be able to get an infection onto the archer, working on that center cipher, and sending the ghost towards Yomi 1 on that corner cipher machine. We have we have Tide Turner on the puppeteer, and the mercenary puppeteer coming in for the first rescue. Will be taking a hit right away. Not in his puppet form, so that's a 50% damage, but it is before half with Tide Turner, so it's not too much of an issue. We'll be able to just continuously contain the hunter at ship because it's a pretty safe area and you can just loop, change elevations. Hunter's going to be creating a tablet here. 99% corruption. Isn't able to get the 100% corruption. He's not looking back at the hunter at all. She's going to do the backlight trick, but he doesn't fall for it. Is able to get the vault once again. She's going to have to get the scare here so that he can just get the 100% corruption at this point. Is able to get the scare at this pallet, so she's going to walk right around and will be able to down the survivor for the second time. She's going to be taking him towards the corner rocky beach area and chair him once again. Has a tablet in this area as well. Fourth cipher machine is going to be completed. Last cipher machine 60%. We have the archer here for harassment since she finished her cipher machine and the rescue of the whoever that was. Yomi 1 coming in for the rescue. Hunter's going to be teleporting to the puppeteer. He can tank a hit here, but he needs to make it to this pallet in time, so there's no pallet here. So it looks like he's just going to be going down here. The last cipher machine 77. They were able to get that backdoor rescue. The question is the hunter going to camp the last cipher machine, or is she going to try and secure the first man elimination? They may have to start a new cipher machine. First chair for the puppeteer. And it looks like the rescue also happened with the archer was the one who rescued because they still have Tide Turner available on the mercenary. Fire investor making his rounds back up on the ship, and Hunter's going to be teleporting. As soon as she teleports, he's going to drop down so that he doesn't get a high amount of... Okay, we got the archer. Wonderful support with the lacerations. Hunter's just going to wait out that second laceration. The ghost is going to drop down. He's going towards the docks. It wasn't going to drop down into the sea. He also picked up one of his airbags again, so he still has 1 item left to utilize. Hunter's going to teleport to the last cipher machine, 77%. They were able to get that free backdoor rescue with Tide Turner going to be infecting the archer, and the ghost going towards the... can't infect the fire investigator yet, so Hunter's just going to teleport to the tablet because they're trying to force heal here. Gets the 100% corruption, tries to body block, and he body blocks and gets the flywheel and is able to avoid the down situation. Now they're pushing the last cipher machine. Things are looking incredibly great for QTD survivors. It's primed. Cipher machines pop, endgame situations, 4 survivors up and running. He's just waiting for the... Okay, it was waiting for the cooldown. We'll be able to get the 100% corruption. We'll be able to down him here for the final time, sending the first survivor back to the manor. But the hunter only has blink, so that means the ghost has to travel all the way to the exit gate in order to create the tablet. So it's looking a little difficult for the hunter. She's going to be teleporting to the archer, taking the next kite here, but that means the exit gate's open. Hunter's going to blink through and get an immediate down on the archer, but the exit gate is opening up. Both exit gates are opening up because both the ghost and the main body are in the middle of the map. Puppeteer has opened up his cipher machine. The ghost is going to be pressuring his exit gate, and the main body is going to be... The reason the puppeteer is kind of taking the hunter's attention is so that they can get the cornfield gate open, and that is a two-man escape for the side of QTD survivors. QTD Hunter going against FL Survivors, Clerk on the lakeside village. She has spawned at the Rocky Beach. I believe it's called Rocky Beach. Will be heading towards the ship where he'll be running into the first survivor, Moirin, the gardener. She does have that protective bubble for the first 50 seconds of the game, so it will take quite a while to down the first survivor. She's going to be transitioning out all the way towards the main gate area. Feels like there's another survivor there. We do see that little blue arrow, but able to make it all the way to this window. Hunter is going to be getting a recording here at the window so she could be able to block it, and she can't loot this area. She may have to go all the way around, but Hunter doesn't block off this window. It looks like she's going to be vaulting this window once again, breaking this pallet, and trying to do the backlight trick here, but she doesn't fall for it. She's being very patient. Oh, but the hunter will be running into him here for the first time. The bubble is gone now. Will be taking the hit and getting that 50% damage for the first time. Transitioning, and it looks like he's going to be running into Moirin. Hunter's going to utilize the warp to close the distance. Oh, we got the flywheel and the stun gun all at the same time, allowing her to transition into the triple walls, 2 pallets and a window here to work with. We're going to have the support of the coordinator as well, so that she can get this vault or be able to get a little bit more distance, and the coordinator taking the hit for the gardener. At this point, the hunter can actually just change targets and go for this coordinator because she doesn't have any items, but she's going to be sticking and staying on this gardener. 1 cipher machine has already been completed, 2nd cipher machine 80, 3rd cipher machine 45, so cycle progress looking very good. Is trying to get her to, or try to trick her with the backlight trick. The bubble, however, does get summoned. Oh, doesn't get the hit through the window. Made it just in time. That was way too close. We're gonna have the recordings. We'll be taking a hit here and going down. So I would say yes, the 3rd cipher machine is a little lacking, but the fact that 2 cipher machines are completed is a pretty good kite and good support, except the coordinator is at half health and she doesn't have any items. So if she is chased, she might be a very fast down for the survivors. Mayken, as he's making his way to get the rescue, he still has quite a lot of time, so he's just, decoding the cipher machine before making his way towards the chair. He can just elbow pass straight to the chair, so shouldn't be too much of an issue. Elbow pass straight to the chair, gets a hit, gets a rescue before half with Ty Turner, and the survivor split Hunter right back on the gardener as she's trying to vault this window. Looks like the hunter is gonna have another recording. She's gonna keep looping this area. And the bubble is up. She's going to get blocked by this recording. She's out in the open. Will be taking the hit and waiting for Ty Turner to end. She will be dropping and will be chaired for the 2nd time. The gardener is actually the other survivor with the Ty Turner. So it looks like one of the Ty Turners for the survivor side will not be used, which really helps the hunter. Hunter going towards Mayken, trying to get okay, it looks like he was just trying to disrupt that cipher machine for the time being. Last 3 cipher machines all at 70%. If they want to tie up round 3, the survivors have to get a 2-man escape, and it looks like Katsuki is coming in for the rescue. But with no Ty Turner, he's going to have to take a hit here so that she can have some time to make a little bit of distance. He's going to utilize his upward propel to push the hunter away and go down for the survivor as well. 3rd cipher machine completed. Hunter's going to utilize warp and down the survivor immediately. Really great usage of her warps. Will be able to chair the survivor for the 3rd time. the aeroplanist going down for her might not have been the best choice, because we have one survivor down, remaining 2 survivors at half health, and the last 2 cipher machines are not quite primed because the hunter can keep recording the ciphers. But it looks like they're both at 80%. Hunter's going to be cheering towards Maycan, so that means Maycan has to finish his cipher machine and then he can go for this rescue while the other survivor Cat primes up their cipher. And he has 2 elbow pads, so he can make his way away from the chair so that they could prime up that last cipher. Currently being recorded because it used to be 85, now it's dropped down to 84. And the coordinator, oh no, they weren't able to finish the cipher. The last cipher is this one in this corner at Rocky Beach. Okay, we're gonna get the rescue. Oh, he gets the terrorist dog, but with the attack recovery we'll be able to. Oh no, she didn't get the rescue. Hunter hits the chair, and he's gonna be able to utilize his jetpack, so he's able to get out. But 2 survivors down, 1 survivor at half health. Hunter's gonna be cheering the mercenary next. Last cipher machine still not primed. This is not looking good for FL. Okay, jetpacks. Oh, is able to get the rescue. Jetpacks away towards the chair. Mercenary pushing that cipher machine. Hunter going after this aeroplanist. Coordinator still on the ground. Cipher machine 86%. Coordinator is back up as well. Downing the airplanist for the second time. We'll be able to chair him once again. Second chair, rescued before half. They're okay. Oh no, he was rescued after half. It doesn't matter. Anyone can take this hit here and just pop the cipher machine. Swinging at this pallet. Mercenary waiting at the cipher machine, and we'll be able to pop the cipher machine. 2-man endgame situation. They don't want to get a 4-man elimination situation for QTD just so that they don't have that much of an advantage. We'll be utilizing that recording to get rid of this pallet, and we'll be able to down the coordinator. Coordinator does not have exit path because she did heal in front of this hunter. Hunter right back on the mercenary. He's going to be able to elbow pad and make it through this window. But Hunter with detention. Mercenary, yes, he's at full health, but the coordinator can't get back up. He has no items left. It's looking like a 4-man elimination. For the time, he's going to be looping this area. It's going to be disrupted by the hunter's recording. Another window vault. No pallet here to work with. Running towards the next pallet, but he doesn't have enough distance. Okay, he was mind games here. Is safely able to throw down this pallet, but the hunter just has a recording. It's going to throw down, lift up this pallet. And that's a 4-man elimination for QTD Hunter. And they're not surrendering. I was just writing down the points, but it looks like Cat wants to try and crawl all the way towards the dungeon, but I don't think it's gonna work. But you know, it's not gonna hurt you if you give it a try, just because if it does work, then they're gonna get or lower the point differential. She doesn't. Okay, she does spot him out here, and we'll be able to chair the coordinator as well. Round 4 FL Hunter going against QTD survivors. First half, inside of the shack, basement is in factory, going around. He will be finally running into the prospector. Has a white bomb on him here at the window. Will be continuously looping this area. Hunter is just going to be following the blood trails of the survivor. This window and the fact that there's no basement here means he can just continuously utilize this area for as much as possible. At least by the time that this pallet breaks, it's going to be harder to keep looping this area. But he also does have a magnet to push the hunter away or stun him and then keep looping this area. So the one issue with looping this area is that that clone is going to be there, and he's going to be quite predictable, so then the hunter will be able to snipe him, will be able to get the 3 colored bombs on him here for the first time, reapplies the black bomb, and the magnet is coming in for a nice stun here against the tree. Gets that pallet vaults because he does have knee-jerk reflex, and he's able to transition all the way towards a factory. The basement is here, and he's at half health, so he needs to make sure he doesn't go down inside of the basement. Okay, the next wonderful push. Oh, but he snipes him with the clone before he's able to down him here for the first time, and he's gonna get a basement chair. That is Cypher progress pretty average, I'd say 79, 69, 79. And it looks like this survivor, okay, Yomi 1 is already feeding tinnitus, getting ready for this rescue. They might sell, who knows, but we have 2 tide turners on the forward and the patient. What I'm finding to be a little... Okay, we're gonna get a hit onto Yomi now. That's gonna... Now he's gonna not be able to get that rescue because he's half health, he's not even down at the dungeon. Oh, and he's gonna be able to stuff him! Oh, he is a double down situation, but he didn't even get down to the basement. Forward's gonna utilize his football so he can make it to the... Oh, he's going towards the stun the hunter, but Hunter utilizes excitement and is able to get a hit onto the forward so far. Got the clone, and it looks like he's trying to make it up the stairs, just needs to get the red zone on him, and is able to get the hit onto him. We got Yomi 1 has been healed up, so he still has exit path. Hunter looking back to see if he can get more damage on the forward, but it looks like he's just going to be able to chair this prospector for the... I mean, we should have expected excitement. We have the prospector and the forward, but the fact that he held onto the excitement for so long instead of using it when he got the mini stuns with the magnet wasn't as useful, so he didn't really need to use that excitement. But when he's coming in for that rescue, that's why he didn't like try to hit... Well, he can't really hit the forward unless he has 3 color bombs. So great utilization of that excitement. Got the first survivor sent back to the manor, is going to be able to get injured. The forward survivors actually have healed up, so Yomi is actually at full health as well. Because we do have the doctor around there, we'll be able to throw down this pallet. Has 2 thrown pallets down. 2 pallets thrown down that he can just continuously loop this area. Hunter's just waiting for his clone to be up. Now the cooldown is finished. He's going to be setting up his clone. As soon as the hunter is getting ready to set up his clone, he's going to utilize his football. Oh, we'll be able to down him here for the first time. 2 Cypher Machines completed, 3rd Cypher Machine 93, 4th Cypher Machine 60, 5th Cypher Machine 39, so Cypher progress not looking too bad. Yomi 1, once again in the vicinity, has 2 hooks to utilize and get this rescue. Since he didn't get to utilize the tide turner in the first rescue, he's going to be able to get it, or hopefully get the rescue here without any issues. Utilize his hook to make it closer to the chair. Hunter's clone is waiting for him. Doesn't get the hit onto him. Will be able to get the hit after he gets the rescue. And he's actually going for the patient, or he's going to go for a double down situation, which is possible because it's a tide turner rescue and the hunter has enough time to go back and forth. Forward, however, still has a little bit less than half a ball football to utilize. He's going to utilize it to make it to this pallet. Hunter's going to use trapeze to jump over. He's trying to play mind games here at this pallet. The clone cooldown is now over, so he's going to have we'll be able to get the last color bombs on him, and we'll be able to chair him for the second time, but it's in the basement again. Doctor finishing all 4 Cypher Machines by herself. Last Cypher Machine at 62. Patient still on the ground. Doctor coming in for this rescue. No tide turner for a basement. Cypher Machine's not primed. He utilized self-heal, and the patient utilized self-heal. She needs to get this rescue. Okay, but the clone's here. He's gonna rotate his color wheel, is able to down this forward for the final time, sending the second survivor back to the manor. This is a possible 4-man escape. 4-man elimination, because we've been seeing forward being played in the tournament stage for quite some time. I guess I'll talk about that later. The Cypher Machines pop endgame situations, 2 survivors up and running, but the fact that they were able to pop that last Cypher Machine gives them more hope. Well, we do know that the hunter has it was warp, right? Because he had excitement, then he changed to warp. Will be trying to down. Okay, got the. He doesn't have detention, so that's gonna allow the doctor to escape and get the 3-man elimination instead. The fact that the doctor was able to get that rescue and escape the dungeon, the basement, I feel like really helped the QTD survivors get that 1-man escape.
あとはまあ墓守枯れる可能性ありますね。そしてサバイバーはなんとか引き分けを認めるに破壊力。Round 4, second half. QTD Hunter as the BonBon. So right now QTD has a 1-round win. First round, second round, they just tied. So in order to keep this lead, you want to tie or get a win. So that is getting a 4-man elimination to win, getting a 3-man elimination to tie up round number 4. Moirin taking the first kite, going to be vaulting this window twice, trying to play some mind games. But it looks like he's able to make it to this window just fine. Acrobat taking the first kite. The bombs are being placed at this window, so he's going to be transitioning to a different part in the walls. We have lots of pallets and windows to work with. He's going to be setting up bombs at this window, so he has a small window, but it's okay because it's Acrobat. He can just utilize his bombs to transition away. He's going to utilize his first firebomb at this narrow area, so that's going to disable the hunter's bombs, and that's going to allow the Acrobat to be able to vault without any issue and without getting any hits on him so far. Throwing down this pallet and then vaulting for that speed boost, because Acrobat does have knee-jerk reflex, is able to, okay, Hunter's going to utilize warp to, oh, I get that pallet stun. Was he even inside this pallet? It felt like he was kind of far, but a nice pallet stun. Only a chip damage so far to this Acrobat. Trying to play a little bit of mind games here, and we'll be throwing the bomb once again. He's trying to connect the bombs. It doesn't connect. I mean, it connects, but the survivor wasn't in the area of the bombs. Only a chip damage. And he's going to be able to transition towards the middle. Going to utilize his white bomb just to gain some distance. Hunter just going to walk around it. The timer bomb is out. Is able to get the timer bomb at half health. But he has transitioned all the way towards the middle where the antiquarian isn't going to be helping him though. I thought she was going to give him a little bit of an assistance. Transitioning all the way towards the factory. Bombing towards the entrance. We'll be able to throw down this pallet. 3 Cypher machines completed so far, and it looks like Cat is coming in for the assistance, seeing that only 2 more Cypher machines need to be primed up. And doing such an excellent kite, she's going to allow him to transition out with these disarms. But oh, kind of running into the Hunter here. Pallets here to work with. I mean, the disarm, he has all these bombs, so we'll be able to get another chip damage. The problem right now is Acrobat used... Actually, he should have 1 more firebomb if I think about it. He's contained for long enough, unless I just didn't take account, just missed one. But it looks like he's going to be going down here at the window because he doesn't have enough distance. The basement, however, is not here, so this is going to be an easier rescue. We have the Gravekeeper can still come in for this rescue. Or the Antiquarian, because she can hit the bombs and then disarm the bombs. So last 2 Cypher machines, 69, 71, 75. Hunter's going to place a lot of bombs on this chair so that he can stuff the rescue and get rid of the first survivor, because at the moment he needs to get a 3-man elimination, but it's looking like a 1-man elimination because he kited for almost 5 Cypher machines. We've got the Gravekeeper coming in for the rescue. He's inside of his shovel, is able to get the rescue just in time. Cypher machines are almost primed. She gets the hit, the bombs connect, and it is going to be downing the Acrobat, but Cypher machines pop. It's the endgame situation. Acrobat does not have borrowed time, so this will be, I believe it was a before half rescue as well. So now they're just waiting for the Tide Turner to run out, and they're freely opening up this exit gate. He's going to vault just before Tide Turner runs out so that it forces the Hunter to vault and waste more time. Exit gate at 70%. 3 survivors are already there and going to be able to chair the survivor, but the exit gate is now open, and that's a 3-man escape for the side of FL survivors, giving them the win for round 4. で、まあ何番するかにもよりますけど、はい、で脳幹視に対しても別に自身がゴロゴロとで中央取りもちろんだと思
Round 5, first half. So far, we have 1 round win on QTD side, 1 round win on FL side. QTD on the total number of points does have 1 point advantage at the moment. We're going to see Hasha going after Yomi 1, immediately going inside of a shovel as he throws down this pallet. Hunter has to break this pallet, especially when you're going against Gravekeepers, because he can just hide underneath this pallet the entire time. We're going to also see ZZ actually throw down this pallet for the Gravekeeper. Hunter just changing targets to the Embalmer. Oh! Catches him on the wrong side of this pallet, will be able to injure the survivor for the first time. He's going to utilize his contact points to start abnormaling that cipher machine while still going for this Embalmer. In a sense, in a way, it might be benefiting the survivors that the hunter is chasing the survivor that can rescue himself, but at the same time he can't go down too early because then the benefits will be lost, because if he utilizes his coffin right away, that's also an insta rescue, so he's not going to be able to buy as much time, but is going to be able to blink through and will be able to down the survivor for the first time. 70, 60, 20, pretty early down here since one cipher machine was disrupted and hunter just changed targets. The coffin is out, but he's not going to utilize his coffin quite yet. We can see survivors have to come in for this rescue, and the Gravekeeper is already in his shovel making his way to get the rescue. Hunter does have first presence, so he does have the cue ball available, and that can be pretty tricky. But it looks like she's going to be able to transition out, going towards the middle. 2 pallets here to work with, but now you have to be able to dodge this cue ball as well. Now she's going to be forced to... yeah, it's going to be... He's going to connect to the contact points. Is able to... Oh! He releases the survivor on the other side of the pallet, and that's going to allow him to transition out. Hunter's going to go into his Maxwell demon form. Oh, at this pallet, he misses the pallet stun. It looked like he was inside of the pallet, but will be able to get a little bit of an assistance here by the doctor. She can just take a hit here, and oh, but the hunter is able to get the capture onto the... Who was that? Someone got kidnapped and took the hit for him. It was Doctor. And we'll be able to capture this survivor. Once again, we'll be able to down him for the second time. Hunter should know where his coffin is because it was nearby the area he was decoding. So he couldn't have put the coffin too far. It's going to be towards Yomi. We can see that the doctor has healed herself back up. And she's going to go into the demon form to head towards the coffin. You can see he's abnormaling this cipher machine. And the protective bubble here for a little bit during his resurrection phase will be finished. Hunter's going to just be setting up the contact points. So he's forced to vault because he put a contact point there with the cue ball. So then he's going to vault to go the other way, and then the hunter just is able to down the survivor for the final time. Sending the first survivor back to the manor. 3 cipher machines completed, 67 and 46 on the last 2 cipher machines. Heading towards Lion Pagoda, we can see that the survivors are healing up and is able to get the heal off. So that's going to buy quite a lot of time for them. But now the cipher abnormal starts, and that's gonna be quite troublesome. Hunter is gonna be going after Yomi 1, the Gravekeeper. Still 2 shovels left to work with. Trying to get the cue ball to capture him. Is able to capture him just as he's going inside of his shovel. Will be able to get the hit here for the first time. Well, technically it's the second time because he got the hit when he was getting the rescue, but after he was healed up, this is the first time. Maybe I should just not say that, and then it wouldn't have to explain it. Well, he's going to be inside of his shovel. Quite a lot of time. Hits outside of his shovel. Still 1 more shovel to work with, but it's on a 9-second cooldown, and the hunter's going to go straight back into his demon form and connect the contact point so he can catch up to the survivor on the other side of the pallet. So he's going to be throwing this down, but the cue ball's waiting for him. I'm just gonna blink through and we'll be able to down in. Cipher machines primed. Endgame situation. 3 survivors up and running. Yomi is gonna be working at this pallet. Cue ball should be... Oh no, it looks like he's able to get hit out of his shovel, but he is able to take that detention hit when he's inside of his shovel form. Exit gates are being opened up. 2 survivors are freely going towards that exit gate. Hunter has trump card. He needs to down the survivor. Okay, we'll be able to down the survivor and quickly teleport because the exit gate isn't quite open yet. But it looks like he's going to chair the survivor first, and that's going to allow the exit gate to be open, and that's a 2-man escape for the side of QTD survivors. And he also already utilized Blink, so he can't trump card swap to teleport.
まあ素で1回殴らなきゃいけない問題っていうのは、まあ脳幹視で書いて、
数で前に1人飛ばされたとして、厳しい展開になったとしても、その危機張らなかった時が痛すぎますからね。
痛すぎますね。今のタイミングでやるギャンブル一発。
QTD Hunter going against FL survivors. The win condition for QTD, if he gets a 2-man elimination, they're going to win because of the total number of points. QTD has the advantage. If he gets anything less than 2-man elimination, it's a win for FL. I was looking at the name. So if FL can get a 3-man escape, they will be winning. And the first chase is going to be the Antiquarian waiting around here at this pallet before the hunter makes a cage. Oh, we'll be able to get a pallet stun, and that's going to allow her to transition out. She's going to utilize the flute for faster movement speed, and she's heading towards the middle of the map where there's more cipher machines, where there's more pallets to work with. It's going to get a chip damage here, but we have so much resentment now because the hunter hadn't used a single cage until now. We'll be able to cage her for the first time. She's going to utilize her flute to make it through. Hunter keep looking back to make sure that he can catch her in the middle. Oh, flywheels and avoids a hit. We'll be able to outlast the first cage, second cage immediately, but this pallet is still here for the Antiquarian. She's going to be going through here. It's going to push the hunter away and then go through the cage, making her way towards the middle with the flute. Another cage outlasted. Oh, wonderful pushback. She's gonna go through and she can get another pushback here. Oh, but he's gonna utilize excitement. He no longer wants to be pushed back with her flute. So wow, that's a good thing about Antiquarian is even if she's caged, she can still keep pushing the hunter back, and so the flute is still useful. It's gonna be utilizing the flute spin so she can get over. She's in the middle. She's gonna be able to stun the hunter against the wall here that was part of the cage. She was trying to make it to this pallet but isn't going to be able to, so we'll be down in here for the first time. 73, 86, 45, 9%, but we do have an Explorer with a 50% pace, so we actually have about 3 cipher machines. We're going to see the Wildling coming in here for the Harass. Just buying a little more time so that the survivors can decode, but will be caged. That's going to utilize the hunter's resentment, so trying to get rid of the hunter's resources, but the basement is here, so it's a little more challenging. The Wildling just used his board, so now he can't use his board to make it to the basement, but that's okay because he can still get the rescue with Titan. Only a chip damage because the hunter didn't set up a cage, but now getting out of the basement is going to be he didn't he's gonna go on his board, just buying more time before the halfway mark so that they could just decode more, which is completely fine. Was gonna be able to hit him off of this board, get the rescue with Ty Turner, both of them trying to get out of the basement. So the Wildling did such a good job here is he made sure to get hit with the hunter so that they could get out of the basement while the hunter's in attack recovery. Oh, cat dropping down, unfortunately, back to the basement. Okay, we can see that 3 cipher machines are completed. She was rescued before half, so they can definitely come in for this rescue again. But the survivor with Ty Turner is the Explorer. He just utilized his page to prime up that cipher machine, 74%, 65%. So instead of, the Explorer is just going to be coming in for this rescue. I was going to be like, they all have borrowed time, so they do have that end game trade. It's going to get a chip damage on this Explorer as he makes it towards the basement. But it's a chip damage, so he can wait to gain a little more damage. He gets another chip damage. Now he has to get the rescue because he's at half health and he can go down to a cage hit. Cipher machines are all primed endgame situation. The hit onto cat, cipher machines pop. 4-man endgame situation. The hunter needs a 2-man elimination. Right now he's still trying to down this Antiquarian once again so that he's able to secure at least a 1-man elimination while he has detention. But she's just doing such a good kite, flywheels away. He's going to be waiting at the edge here. She just needs to buy enough time. Exit gates are being opened up at 50%. Is able to send the first survivor back to the manor. Excitement is not on cooldown, and Hunter has trump card so he can teleport, but if he's going to chair her, they're going to be able to open the exit gate in time, and that's a 3-man escape for the side of FL survivors, giving them the win for this matchup, and FL will be qualifying for the COA group stage. Congratulations.
だ経ちましたよ。いや時間なかった試合です。
はい。本当にギリギリこの21試合もあったというフェンネルが、はい、見事に勝利を果たしました。そして ここまでで枠は、はい、そして昨日も M 子選手がそのようにインタビューで回答されておりました。
今回の試合は、
はいそしてKakiri選手でございます。そうですね、手を持ってこの永民調なんじゃないですか。
なるほどですよね。すぐ塁になれますからね。フラバルもすぐに一撃入れれる。いや、一投公開士であれば救助も叶うことでしょうし。
両手と一投公開士
AWG going against AXIZ. This will be the last matchup for Japan Regionals. Whichever team wins will be taking up the last spot for KOA Group stage. Best of fives, AWG Hunter going first against AXIZ survivors Hullabaloo on Ever Sleeping Town. His first chase seems to be Ado, the professor. Will be able to throw down this pallet. He has flywheel and borrowed time, so no knee-jerk reflex, which means no speed boost when he goes over pallets or windows. Is able to get the black bomb on him so far. He's going to be able to transition to a better kiting area. Got two windows here to work with. The pallet, the double pallet next onto the left. Hunter's going to just be waiting for his clone. And as soon as he gets this vault, he's going to be able to place the clone at the window. And it looks like the white bomb going to catch up incredibly quickly with that warp. Needs to avoid the red zone. Okay, is able to sidestep that red zone, but the clone will be able to snipe him. Is able to injure him here for the first time. White bomb reapplied. Trapeze is over. Will be able to throw down this pallet, so he can keep looping this area, so Hunter is forced to break this pallet. And he's going to be able to transition, but as soon as the clone's back up, Hunter's going to be able to set it up at the pallets. Looks like Hunter's going to trapeze over, needs to avoid the red zone. And having the red ball applied on this hunt survivor for the last color, it kind of hurts the survivor because now he can't utilize his ability to block off that hit. So he can't use shell shock. Okay. Ooh. What happened? Did he use his shell shock? But it was a red bomb. But he will be able to down it. I'm not sure what happened. I'll probably have to rewind that and just look at that and see what happened. But a one-hit order on KaKaKa. And Hunter's going to be breaking these pallets here. It's going to be hard for him to transition out. We got, yeah, one-hit order on Tarako, but Mono P is going for this rescue, going all the way around. Hunter seems to suspect something, seeing that the first officer didn't just use his pocket watch. And we've been seeing a trend where usually we have the rescuer getting the first rescue, but in this instance we've seen a trend of the rescuer getting the second rescue instead. Right back on the professor, and he's already downed. Just gonna wait till the tide turner runs out. He's gonna go die in this corner, keeping the hunter as far away from the cipher machines. However, cipher progress looking incredibly good here. We have 3 ciphers completed, 4th cipher machine at 68%, last cipher machine 6%, second chair for the professor, and we have another wanted order on KaKaKa, but he has the tide turner, so he's gonna be coming in for the second rescue. And the clone trying to add some, has the white bomb on him so far. Okay, he's gonna slowly start making his way towards the chair. Needs to get this rescue pretty okay. No damage rescue. He's gonna utilize his shell shock right away just because, you know, trying to be better to be safe than sorry. And the hunter is going to be heading towards, well, he's just following the professor. We've got the anti-queering coming in for the assist. She picked up a scale, but it looks like she's not able to flip through and she's not going to be able to stun the hunter. So that's the first survivor sent back to Niner. Is going to warp to Fake Gate, where that last cipher machine is at 78%. We'll be going for this puppeteer. Puppeteer leaving this area entirely, so Hunter is going to be going back to make sure the cipher machine isn't being primed. They are starting a new cipher machine just in case, but it looks like he's going to be going after KaKaKa for the time being. Ooh, is able to injure him through the wall with the clone. He's just going to loot this area, and it's going to be going down at the last cipher. They are starting up the third Cypher Machine as well. But Mono P at 75% damage. He can't utilize his ability. Nyan's the only survivor that can go for this rescue, so it looks like that is the plan for now. Hunter is going to utilize Trapeze to catch up to the survivor. Gets the red bomb on her so far. Okay, she's going to back into the Hunter so that he can disarm him. And slowly making her way to the chair here. Nice narrow area where she can continuously disarm this Hunter. He's body blocking, so giving her a harder time. But it's still gonna be a before half rescue. Ooh, and is not able to injure the Antiquarian. So Antiquarian can come in for the second rescue if the first officer goes down here once again. He's not gonna be utilizing his pocket watch. Last Cypher Machine 90%, so it's gonna be the end game situations. 3 survivors up. And Nyan coming in for the second rescue, but the Hunter are going to be chairing the first officer outside of the graveyard at the last Cypher Machine. The Puppeteer has to be careful because he doesn't have bar time, but that's not an issue because the Antiquarian's coming in for the rescue. He's baiting her so that he can get a terror shock on the chair. That's why he keeps hitting her with a different color instead of the one that he needs to hit her with. But she's able to get the rescue just in time. Able to down the first officer. Okay, she flywheels. And Cypher Machine's pop endgame situation. Hunter's on the Antiquarian, but she still has 1 stick left. Looks like about 1 stick left. And Hunter's going to be going towards Mono P at 75% damage. Exit gate still not being open, so the first officer is going to go towards the corner house gate, and it looks like the Antiquarian is going, I don't know, we can't see them, but Hunter will be trying to down this Puppeteer. Hunter has warp up and no trump cards, so it looks like the Antiquarian has made it to the gate, and if he's going to chair this Puppeteer, they're going to be able to open it in time, and that's a 2-man escape for the side of AXIZ survivors. Round 1, second half, AXIZ Hunter going against AWG survivors. We got the Goatman on Ever Sleeping Town. Will he be heading towards Emko the Enchantress, taking the first chase? Does have enough resentment for a cage here. Will just be taking that chip hit, and that's gonna allow her to get another stun. I mean, it's fine as long as you can down her quickly, right? Oh, gets the pallet stun here right away, and that's gonna allow her to transition away, or just stay around here. Oh, another pallet stun! I mean, as long as the Hunter doesn't break the... Okay, he's gonna break it now, so she's gonna transition out, but she's kind of still out in the open, so she might get caged here away from the pallet, but this... Oh yeah, he cuts off this pallet as well. Oh, she's gonna utilize her stun, but the Hunter has excitement. Will be able to down her immediately. 40, 30, 40 on the Cypher progress, so very early down. AWG Hunter was able to get a 2-man elimination, so in order to tie up this round, AXZ Hunter needs to get a 2-man elimination, but to win this round, he needs to get a 3-man elimination. First officer coming in for the rescue. He's trying to buy a little more time here so that the survivors can decode a little more. Okay, we'll be able to get the hit while in his pocket watch, while using his pocket watch. And right back to the Emko, who is the Enchantress. We'll be able to get a mini stun here. Got a triple stun that she can utilize when he gets close enough. He's out in the open, gonna be able to cage, so she's gonna utilize her triple stun, and while since it's a much longer stun, she can break this cage, and even if she gets hit outside of the cage, it would be a chip damage, but unfortunately Hunter cages her immediately and downs her for the second time. Dungeon is outside of graveyard, chairing her at the same chair, and this is not a very good chair for survivors because it's hard to rebound kite. You have to make it all the way towards this window or those 2 pallets, and the window is pretty good, but it's too far and someone's gonna get hit before they make it to that window. Puppeteer and Magician both have tide turners, so either survivor can come in for this rescue, but AZ trying to sneak a backdoor rescue at half health. I'm not sure if that's the best idea, but he might just be staying around so that he can help with breaking the cage. Able to get the rescue. Gonna get a mini stun here by the Enchantress. Caged right away with one stun. She is gonna be able to last too much longer, but Hunter's gonna backstep and will be able to hit her. Downing her for the third time. Just going to go to corner as the Tide Turner runs out, and he'll be able to send the first survivor back to the manor, which allows him to get closer to his goal of at least getting a 2-man elimination. We're going to see the survivors healing up the first officer, so 3 healthy survivors needing to kite this second time. Compared to the first half, he's going to change to teleport, and he no longer needs excitement because Enchantress is now sent back to the manor. That's why he's going to utilize teleport, and also to make sure that cipher doesn't get completed. He did not cage the first officer, but the first officer is utilizing his pocket watch, and he's too far away, then it nullifies the pocket watch effects, but he's going to utilize the pocket watch for the third time near the Hunter so that the after image can be a little further apart from his main body. But now the pocket watch has run out. The Hunter is free to down this survivor without any items. Will be dropping down. He's trying to make it to this pallet. Won't be able to make it down. Okay, taking a hit here at the middle. Will now be able to drop down this pallet and create some distance. Hunter going back towards that cipher machine so that they can't prime it. We have 3 ciphers completed. 4th cipher machine 75 and the last cipher machine 50%. Realizing he scared off that survivor off that cipher machine, will be able to down this survivor first officer for the first time, but he does not enjoy the magician continuously sneaking in some cipher progress. We'll be able to chair him here in the middle. Oh, it wasn't the magician, it's the puppeteer. As soon as he's caged, he's gonna go into his puppet form, take a hit, only a chip damage for the... Why are they screaming? Will be able to utilize his second puppet as he's caged once again, making his way towards the chair. Still has one more Tide Turner to utilize. Good job dodging this tram. That could have been very bad. Last cipher machine 83%. Oh, Terror Shock! Stuffing the rescue! Now this is a potential 3-man elimination because they can't prime up that last cipher machine because it's on the other side of the map, and only one person can come for this rescue. Okay, he sees the survivor, or he's baiting the survivor to go for the rescue by picking up the puppeteer. Utilizing his illusion, is able to get the rescue just in time. Gets a chip damage on the magician. Hunter's going to be okay. Flywheel avoiding the hit, but okay, illusion avoiding yet another hit, and we'll be able to finally get the 75% damage on this magician. The first officer is dead on chair, but he wants to stick around this area, seeing that this is the 83% cipher machine. We'll be able to down the magician for the first time. No more items on the magician, no more items on the first officer. They really need to finish up this cipher machine, but the extra cipher machine that they're working on at Dragon Gate is only 40%. And it looks like the Hunter will be chairing this magician at the middle because they're working on these 2 cipher machines, but he's gonna chair it closer to the Dragon Gate area, but that's only 48%. Wasn't it 50%? And teleporting to the cipher machine near corner house, we'll be running into the puppeteer at his last item usage because he's at 75% damage. Hunter's just gonna wait out the puppet, and it looks like he's able to cage him, and we'll be able to down this puppeteer for the first time. Yeah, this is the first time for the puppeteer. So first chair, AXIZ waiting around the corner. AXIZ is the one survivor that doesn't want to be caught, but he has to go for the rescue because he has borrowed time. The issue right now is that Borrow 2 and the puppeteer both don't have borrowed time. So he needs to go for this rescue, and he has to get the body block or get hit and then get the rescue. But with no items, a little far off from the chair, Hunter's just gonna hit him immediately. Cipher machines pop, he's running to the chair. Hunter's gonna immediately cage him and down the first officer. Puppeteer gonna immediately use his item because it's a detention hit. It's whether you get hit with your puppet or not, it's not gonna matter. Just get the speed boost and try to leave but cage right away because we'll be able to down the Puppeteer right away. And the slugging strategy will begin. Yes. Usually hunters don't slug at endgame, but there's just no way that they have enough progress on that exit gate, so... Oh, he's going away. Oh, he doesn't know, he's hiding. Well, he might just want to be... He's being a little cautious. He's thinking, do I go search for the survivor or do I first chair this Puppeteer so that I can at least secure that 3-man elimination, get the win for round 1? I think he's playing this safe because the ciphers have popped. But the question is, he might just be dragging him towards the middle, but it does look like he's going to chair him. Yeah, it's better to be safe because it's the endgame situation, and then he can spend all this time looking for the magician's gonna teleport. He sees the blood trails, and oh, this is going to be a 4-man elimination because he still has detention. We'll be able to down this survivor and secure the 5 points for his team, getting the win for round number 1.
それではマップ見ていきましょう。確かにというような。いやまあでもそうですか。素で出ただけでごめんなさい。本当にそんなやっぱり何が来るかわからないというタイミング。
AWG Hunter going against AXIZ Survivors. Peddler on Lakeside Village. Round 2, first half. She's heading towards the boat where she will be running into Ado, the coordinator. We see the mercenaries in the middle, Mono P at ship, and Nyan outside of the shack. She's going to be looping this area, going towards this window. Hunter's just going to... I thought she was going to absorb the wall here, but she's just going to vault instead. She's going to absorb the ground here so that she has a vine. And Hunter uses a vine to close the distance with the survivor, but that's going to allow her to loop this area. On Ado's persona traits, we can see she has borrowed time and knee-jerk reflex, so no flywheel available. Now she's going to utilize the vine, then she's going to get the chip damage, get the 75% hit, and she'll be able to transition inside. Well, Ado will be able to transition inside. Both these pallets dropped. Hunter will be able to counter it pretty well. That wall absorption disappeared, so the Hunter couldn't get it, but the vine's right back out, is able to get the stun, and will be able to down the survivor for the first time. But she was able to loop that boat area, so they still have a little below average, but this is pretty normal. 80, 60, 70 on the cipher progress. Before that was a different deal. When attention effect, audience effect was big, you'd see cipher machines almost three cipher kite almost all the time for survivors, but it was nerfed. I think it was probably a little too strong for the survivor side. We're gonna see the mercenary coming in for the first rescue, elbow pad straight to the chair. Okay, he gets the normal hit, no chip damage before half rescue with Tide Turner. Hunter's gonna absorb this wall and utilize the vine to try and stun the survivor, but isn't able to grab onto her, so she will just walk towards her. She avoids, she's out in the open here, so it does look like she's going to be taking the hit. Not able to use her stun gun quite yet. We don't want to go back to the batter with the stun gun. She'll most likely use it at the second save, regardless of whether she gets hit right away or not. Mono P has one in order, and it looks like Mono P has to come in for this rescue because she's the other survivor with Tide Turner. She's going to be able to summon the bubble just in time. Hunter has a chip damage though that can get rid of it, but she's just going to wait out this bubble because there's still time on the chair. She's able to avoid the first chip damage, going to take the normal hit and get the rescue. Now she has to use this stun gun, so oh, Hunter used excitement and immediately negates it. We'll be able to down this survivor. Oh yes, well, we'll be able to down the survivor for the last time and send her right back to the manor. Now that the stunner is no longer there, Hunter is just going to change to her trait. She has trump card, so she can change. She can stop. She doesn't need excitement anymore. There we go. And she can just change to a different trait. Survivors are healing up, so we can see that the mercenary and the gardener are back up at full health. Not quite done healing up this gardener, but the hunter we can see is going to utilize the vine to get closer to the survivors. No tinnitus being triggered yet, but 4 cipher machines completed. They just need a last cipher machine. They're at the docks making their way into the ship. Hunter sees the blood trail, so it looks like they will be taking the next chase. Mercenary would like to be chased, but most likely not going to be chased. We'll be going for this gardener. Last cipher machine being worked on by Nyan. 20% will be absorbing that. Cipher machine has metal affinity, 2 chips, 2 nature affinity, so a lot of items on the hunters being stacked up will be able to get the sun, but all on the wrong side of this pallet. And she also had her bubble primed up and was going to be taking a hit here as she sidesteps the chip damage, but the normal hit registers. Okay, she tries to avoid that hit but is able to get that chip damage. She has the bubble summoned, so she'll be okay for a couple of seconds. And as soon as that bubble disappears, she throws down, but she waited a little too long, so the hunter will be able to down her. Cipher machine's almost primed, 85%. She does have borrowed time, except the survivor without the borrowed time is the magician. Hunter's just gonna teleport straight to the pallet. Oh my goodness. Hunter's gonna get the stun onto the magician. We'll be able to down the magician right away. They did get a free backdoor rescue. So by teleporting to that last cipher, they're forced to just pop the cipher machine because they won't have the end game. There's no other way to finish that last cipher without him just force popping. Okay, Mono P opening up the shore exit gate and the mercenary staying around the middle, because if the hunter commits to the exit gate, they're going to try and get his backdoor rescue because it was the first chair for Nyan. But it looks like the exit gate is almost open, so he's just going to push it. The mercenary, she gets the stun! She's priming up her bubble. She's body blocking. She's trying to keep her from getting away the exit. She's trying to get the chip damage to get rid of the bubble, but she walks through, and that's a 2-man escape for the side of AXIZ. AXIZ survivors. Incredibly well played at the endgame situation there. Could have been very dangerous. AXIZ Hunter going against AWG Survivors, Cueist on Lakeside Village. Round 2, second half. If he wants a tie, he needs to get 2-man elimination. If he wants to win, he needs to get 3-man elimination. Gonna go straight into his demon form. Tried to mind game at this pallet or just ended up on the wrong side of the wall. Kersurabi. The contact points have connected. She's made her way towards the pallet, safely being able to drop it down. He's going to be breaking this pallet as she transitions out, making her way towards the ship. Will be utilizing her stun gun since she's out in the open. And we can see Cueist always brings insolence, because do you want to get that first hit and be able to unlock his cue ball, because then he just limits the options for survivors. They can't just camp at pallets or just spam pallets. Oh, blink, but he misses. But she's not able to get enough distance, so she will be able to take the first hit as she's making her way to the second floor. I thought there was a survivor. She's gonna immediately vault down. Hunter's just gonna go down with the demon form because it's much faster and he doesn't have to vault that area. And we're gonna get the kidnap with the cue ball, putting her down at this pallet, and we'll be able to down her for the first time. 90, 80, 60. So cipher progress actually very good against the Cueist. We've been seeing Cueist downing survivors pretty early, but 2 ciphers have been completed. Third cipher machine 62. Also because this is a big map, so it's usually harder for survivors. Her chair has been relocated by the escapologist, and MCO feeding tinnitus. Let's see, we have the escapologist and the fire investigator both have tie turner, and this fire investigator is going to get the first rescue. Taking a hit and getting the rescue before half with tie turner. Oh, right. Okay, we see, I thought it was the fire investigator, but it is the coordinator that runs into the hunter so that the hunter doesn't go after the fire investigator and it's not a double down situation. Kisarabi will be going down at the shore far corner in the water so that she can just buy a little more time, because your movement is slowed down while you walk in the water. But I feel like she should have walked on the sand and then went to inside deeper into the water. That way she would have gotten more distance, but I mean, it's just a little bit of difference. Not too much. Okay, we have the cue ball going and pushing the fire investigator off his cipher machine. Hunter's gonna relocate the chair all the way to ship's second story. That's gonna allow the hunter, take the hunter away and stop her from, oh, and an immediate rescue because the hunter couldn't get there in time because he was trying to pressure the cipher on which the fire investigator was currently at. Oh, drop down hit, and we'll be able to get the hit onto the coordinator. And that is the third down for the coordinator, last chair, so she will be returning to the manor, but 4 cipher machines completed and the last cipher machine at 50, so cipher progress is good, but Cueist with that abnormal and going back and forth does tend to give survivors a hard time, but at the same time this is a very big map and the ciphers, the last ciphers are very far apart. Hunter is going to be pressuring the meteorologist cipher machine, but it looks like the cipher with the most progress is the cipher at the exit gates. Is it? Or is it MCO's cipher machine? Well, 36, 24, and 8%. So they're working on all 3 ciphers because you don't know which one the hunter is going to be abnormally. We're going to utilize the airbag to transition away. Hunter's going to be getting rid of the 1 airbag so that the fire investigator has less items to utilize. Going towards AEZ, who is at full health and he has misdirection, so not the most ideal chase. Will be taking a hit here. Misdirection eating that 50% damage. Will be utilizing his last smoke screen to contain the hunter for a little bit longer while the 2 survivors decode. Ooh, will be hitting him outside of the smoke screen. 2 survivors at half health. And the hunter going towards Barotu cipher machine. As soon as the hunter approaches, she's going to leave entirely because the hunter can pressure you and then he can pressure you with the cue ball as well. And back on his demon form, back in his demon form, we'll be heading back towards the shore gate. No one around. And heading back towards the fire investigator, but he's already left, and those 2 survivors are meeting up so that they could get some heal off. And the hunter seems to notice this, so he's gonna change his trajectory and go towards these 2 survivors. They're gonna split up because if Hunter's chasing both of them, neither of them can really get some cipher progress in. And we'll be able to down the escapologist for the first time. Last 2 cipher machines, both around 60%, will be cheering him outside, well, not outside, but at the triple window walled area. MCO taking over the meteorologist cipher machine as meteorologist comes in for the rescue. She has a wind ready. I would expect her to have a cloud ready. And Hunter's gonna be pushing MCO off of his cipher machine once again. He might just want to come all the way just to abnormal this cipher, but we'll utilize the airbag to create some distance and make his way inside of this pallet. Oh, he falls into the hunter. Oh, he might have misclicked, and she can see, the hunter can see that the meteorologist is healing up the survivor, so then he has to go back to the chair because he doesn't want to allow that rain cloud to register, so that he'll be healed up, and then there's more options left for the survivors. Sees the blood trails of AXIZ, and it looks like he'll be taking the chase once again. Was able to vault this pallet. He's gonna go around. Oh, Blink messes up! We'll be able to transition all the way towards the double pallet area. Not the strongest area though. When did that... Was that window always there? That was the new... That window was one of the new adjustments. Oh, Cypher Machine's primed, but he picks it up just in time! They pop the Cypher Machines, but... Oh, it doesn't matter because the Escapologist does not have Tide Turner. Hunter is going to be able to... Oh, I thought he was going to teleport, but he doesn't have teleport. He has Blink. But he can still get another man eliminated here because he has... Because the Escapologist was sent back to the manor. Hunter has not tinnitus. Hunter has detention going back towards Cornfield. Barrow 2 at the Cornfield gate, but as soon as the Hunter changes direction, she is going to be leaving this area entirely. But if the Hunter walks a little bit closer, she's going to get tinnitus and it's going to disappear as he walks towards the exit gate, which he's not currently doing. So he realizes she's going towards the triple windows because she can't really kite near the exit gate with those two pallets. Gonna get the wind push, get some distance. But exit gate's still not being opened up. Okay, on the other side of the wall. Oh, it looks like she's gonna take a hit here. Wasn't able to push the Hunter further away. Will be able to tear the Survivor for the first time, but the exit gate is open and that's a one-man escape for the side of AWG Survivors. Giving AXIZ the win for round 1 and round 2. They just need to win one more round and that will ensure that they are qualified for the COA group stage. AXIZ Hunter going against AWG Survivors round 3 first half. Hunter's gonna get a ground absorption here. We got that Peddler on Arms Factory heading in the middle area and continuously going towards the corner where she'll be running into Kisarabi, the Lanternist. We can see the blood trails as she's thrown down this pallet. Hunter's going to try to mind game here, but she will be forced to break this pallet as she does see the blood trails and try to mind game here once again. Red light trick absorbing the wall. She will be running into the Survivor and able to get the first hit of the projection image as Kisarabi is going to be leaving this area entirely, heading towards the water tank. The Vine is back out. She's going to utilize it to close the distance, have 3 pallets here to work with, trying to get the chip damage on the projection image, isn't able to do so, getting the wall absorption so she can get another chip damage ready. She's making her way back inside of the corner walls. Hunter's going to have a Vine and a chip damage waiting for the Survivor. Not able to latch onto her, canceling the Vine, but she doesn't have any pallet here to work with. Is going to get the chip damage and will be able to down her here for the first time. A little bit early on the Cyphers, a little bit of an early average, but a little bit early, 80, 70, 40 on the Cypher progress, except it was actually looked like that because the Lanternist was utilizing the Cypher projection, so we actually have more Cypher progress, and that's why it was actually a pretty good kite. Gravekeeper coming in for this rescue, already inside of the shovel, but we still have a little more time on the chair before the halfway point, so he's just going to try and buy a little more time. Hunter's going to get an absorption here, hits him out of the shovel, but because of the attack recovery period, he's able to get the rescue even though he was stunned on the chair. Got the Archer coming in here for the assist, 75% damage Lanternist. Will be taking a hit here, but since we do have Tide Turner Infect, we will wait till that ends before she can pick her up, but it's going to be kind of hard to pick her up. She's going to get an absorption on the ground, which allows her to get the Vine, and will be able to get the hit onto MCO. Does she want to keep harassing? Hunter has another Vine and a chip damage, is able to get the chip damage, so will most likely back off here, but isn't backing off. Oh, so it does look like they are trying a little harder on the survivor side because currently AXIZ has 2 round wins. If they lose this round, it's over for them. So they are playing a little more aggressively, which is fine because the archer didn't go down. Hunter is going to be blocking off this Cypher machine by absorbing that, and Barotu coming in for the rescue will be taking the hit and getting that rescue once again with Tide Turner. The Vine is back up to catch up to the Lanternist. Doesn't really know where she's going. Is going to be following the projection image while she's making her way towards the shack. Vine coming back out. She's able to dodge it. It's curving but isn't able to get the stun onto the survivor, and because she schooled around too much, that's allowing her to get that window vault and get more distance away from this hunter. We'll be able to throw down this pallet. Hunter just walking straight around. We got the archer coming in. We're with another laceration and gonna utilize the projection for her to get away once again. Cypher Machine's prime endgame situations for survivors. The Lanternist does have borrowed time. The only survivor without borrowed time is the Gardener, and she's pretty far away from the hunter. Don't think there's going to be any issues here whatsoever. Avoids the chip damage. She's purposely staying close to the hunter to get a normal hit so that they can pop the Cypher Machine at hunter recovery, attack recovery. Will be vaulting, but the hunter's being patient. She knows Cypher Machines are primed. One Cypher Machine left, and she's just walking into the hunter. It's fine for the Lanternist to delay because then her item will charge up and then she'll be able to have that for the end game situation, but that's also the same thing for the hunter. As you can see, the hunter keeps absorbing the wall. She wants to down her at with chip damages so that she is able to get the chip damage here, so they may have to another absorption. We'll be able to vault this pallet, so they're just going to pop because she has the chip damage on her. She was at 75% health and she just saw her absorbing the wall, which means she has another chip damage. So while she vaults this pallet, they're just going to pop the Cypher Machine for the endgame situation because there's a high chance the hunter will be able to down the survivor with a chip. We'll be able to get another chip here at this window. Mind gaming here, but the exit gate's open, so it's already a 3-man escape. Hunter's gonna blink and we'll be able to down the survivor for the final time, but all 3 survivors are at the exit gate. And that's a 3-man escape for the side of AWG survivors. Round 3, second half, AWG Hunter going against AXIZ survivors. Opera singer on the arms factory. If you heard that sound, I don't know if you didn't or did hear that sound, but that was my arm against the desk. Just to be sure, it wasn't any other noise. Yeah, I'm always afraid. Anyways, that's not important. We're gonna see the opera singer going after this. Oh, wonderful push by this meteorologist. Hunter's gonna be breaking this pallet so that she can't keep looping around this area. We'll be able to make that window. We can see the meteorologist has Tide Turner, so Tide Turner and knee-jerk reflex will be utilizing the cloud to make it past that. Oh, okay, she was being very patient. She saw the hunter, where the hunter was, and that's where she landed on which side of the window. And she sees a remnant there. She's going to go all the way around. Hunter's going to go back towards the remnant, so she's being very careful going around the edge of the map. Hunter's going to be able to close in, but pushed away by the wind once again. But that is 3 items used and no more items for the meteorologist. Looks like she kind of missed her dash here. She was just walking around, waiting around at this pallet. Oh, we'll be able to eat the first hit. Blink is up. 70, 80, 80. Cypher progress looking so good. Mono P making his way towards the exit gate area, but the hunter's able to catch up here. Will be able to down him for the first time. 80, 80, 90 on the Cypher progress, so pretty good kite here. It looks like 3 Cypher machines will be most likely completed. when they're going in for this rescue, unless it's going to be the rescuer that has that 84% Cypher Machine, because it's not moving. We'll be putting a lot of remnants in this area, and the survivor coming in for the rescue. We had one in order on Yan, but Ado is coming in for this rescue as the acrobat with Ty Turner. Oh, she's a little too far away from the chair, but they're always saving the rescue so that they're always waiting to rescue at the halfway point so that they could buy more time with that Ty Turner, because there's a high chance they're not going to outlast Ty Turner. Sometimes they do, but with no items, most likely not. Hunter's going to catch up to the survivor blink hit and will be able to make sure to down her as soon as this Ty Turner runs out. We'll be cheering her for the first time. 3 Cypher Machines completed, 4th Cypher Machine 55, 5th Cypher Machine 25, KaKaKa coming in for the rescue. Is there another survivor called Tarako? Gonna be the Gravekeeper already in his shuffle. He's a little far away from the... Oh, she misses. We'll be able to finally hit him, but he can take another hit before going for this rescue. And he also does have Ty Turner, so shouldn't be too much of an issue. Right, so the trend has changed where the non-rescuer rescues first and then the rescuer rescues second. And I'm guessing this is because they would rather have... So that if the non-rescuer rescues first, that means that they could heal them up. And then the rescuer they can still last longer with their item. Whereas a non-rescuer might not be able to contain the hunter as well without an item, or with a limited number of items. But first survivor sent back to the manor. Cypher Machines Prime, their pop is the end game situation. 3 survivors up and running. They all had borrowed time, but it didn't really matter because Hunter has detention. I guess it does matter if they were, if the hunter was nearby and they downed him. But oh, I don't, the small slow vault. We'll be able to immediately down the survivor, but exit gate is opened, and let's see if the survivors... Gravekeeper has just arrived at the exit gate. He's going to be leaving inside of a shover, so that's a 2-man elimination for the AWG Hunter. And that gives the win to AWG for round 3. Two round wins for AXIZ, 1 round win for AWG. AWG Hunter going first round for first half Ivy on the Chinatown, heading towards KaKaKa, who is currently making his way inside of the restaurant. Will be infecting him and teleporting to him right away. Kind of running into this survivor here, wasn't able to see. It is going to be the embalmer, which means the embalmer has seen the face of the Gravekeeper, so that... Oh, not Gravekeeper. The escapologist, so that if the escapologist is chaired, he can just resurrect him at the coffin, which wouldn't be a bad idea. And on top of that... Right, yeah, that's it. I was also thinking about him moving the chairs and then also the coffin and how that would come into play, but it really wouldn't, because you just resurrect yourself right away. Misdirection will be able to take that first hit. Made his way towards the pallet hunter, just walking all the way around. 66% corruption. He's going to utilize his smoke screen, but the ghost is keeping tabs on him, so he's going to have to stay inside. Oh, Hunter blinks right through. Great prediction. Will be able to injure the survivor for the first time. The coffin has already been placed on KaKaKa. 74% corruption. Heading towards Mono P, will be able to infect the survivor and disrupt the Cypher Machine, while KaKaKa will be going down for the first time as the hunter is catching up. I don't think he can make it. Will be going down here, but that's fine, because let's see where the coffin is. Oh, the coffin is at Lion Pagoda, so not in the best area. They might just rescue first and use the coffin second. Yeah, he's just going to relocate his own rocket chair. And that's going to relieve the pressure off of that fire investigator, because she chaired at one of the Cypher Machines. And then there's a tablet there. Hunter's going to be reinfecting Mono P, and the embalmer is coming in for the rescue. Is able to get the rescue before half with Ty Turner. Hunter getting the hit immediately onto the escapologist. And why not just decode while the tide turner's running out? No damage rescue will be able to get another hit onto the escapologist as he's just pushed his cipher machine and completed this one, and the hunter will be in exchange be getting full presence. The embalmer is... I'm not sure where he is, but I think he changed the coffin's location to be a little bit further. Hunter's going to be infecting the enchantress. Enchantress, knowing that the hunter isn't going to be going after her anytime soon, will just keep decoding and allowing it to hit 100% infection and just let that disappear. Then she can get rid of the tablet and continue to decode. And the ghost has found this escapologist. Will be able to teleport to him right away. Gets a scare and will be able to down him for the final time. 2 cipher machines completed, 3rd cipher machine 82, 4th cipher machine 44, 5th cipher machine 43, and an additional 30% cipher machine. Ghost going towards the enchantress. And the ghost now going towards the embalmer, not going to be infecting him, going straight towards Mono P, but he's hiding behind his airbag, so the ghost can't infect him because the ghost can't go past the airbag. And it looks like he's going to be cleaning up this airbag and leaving this area entirely. 3rd cipher machine completed, 4th cipher machine 72, 5th cipher machine 70, and the hunter is going after the fire investigator. He has 2 airbags to utilize, gets 100% corruption, and will be able to utilize the airbag to dash away from the hunter. He's going to be cleaning up the airbag here, reducing the items for the survivors to utilize. 4th cipher machine just completed, 5th cipher machine 76, so need to get a little bit of cipher control here. Going towards Ado, but he has been infected, so still a little bit of cooldown left, but not very much. Is going to be utilizing the scare, get that 40% corruption. Will be getting a 2nd infection and will be teleporting to the last cipher machine, yeah, because it's at 76. Will be going after the blink hit immediately onto the embalmer. The dungeon is in this corner as well, so now the hunter and the survivors both know. Will be teleporting next to the fire investigator. We'll be able to down him immediately. And they're starting up the 3rd cipher machine. It's around 60%. We can see that both the fire investigator and the enchantress have borrowed time, but no borrowed time on Ado. Hunter's going to be infecting the embalmer next. Enchantress getting rid of this tablet, getting reinfected immediately, and last cipher machine 94%. Is able to get that free backdoor rescue as the ghost was wandering off towards the middle. Will be able to down this fire investigator. Cipher machines pop. Endgame situation. The hunter does have detention, but she just used blink and she doesn't have trump cards, so blink will be her only trait. Currently the ghost is at the exit gate, but the main body isn't at the exit gate, which is going to allow them to sneak, so the hunter's going back towards the exit gate. The ghost is going to be checking out this entire area to see where he gets tinnitus. The hunter's tinnitus is now gone. Survivors have to play this very slow and be very careful because, you know, we're at half health and the hunter has detention. The survivors... So in order to slowly push the cipher machine endgame as when detention's over, they might need to heal up. And for now, they're doing a very good job not feeding tinnitus, staying far away from the exit gates. The ghost, therefore, has to be more aggressive because she needs to get the advantage while she has detention. Not able to see the survivor hiding inside of Lion Pagoda. He misses! He was hiding in the corner. Oh no. Main body just continuously looking back to make sure that the main body also doesn't have... This ghost is not able to find a single survivor. Tinnitus not being triggered. Mono P will finally be found, and we got the crows on Ado. Hunter's going towards Ado instead of the fire investigator. Going back towards the exit gate. She's spending too much time. She needs to commit to a survivor soon. I mean, on the opposite side, the survivors are still at half health. So, okay, we're gonna get the infection and teleport to the fire investigator. Ghost will be camping one of the exit gate main body, going back towards Ado because we see the crows and we don't want to allow him to open this exit gate. Ado also at half health. We'll be breaking this pallet, so it's harder for the survivors. Nyan's the only full health survivor. And the ghost will be able to infect the enchantress, will recall the ghost and teleport to the survivor. Mono-P getting rid of the tablet, gonna be reinfecting the fire investigator pretty far away from the gate. We'll be able to down him for the... He's been down quite a lot, but detention is now out. So Nyan's gonna be pushing that exit gate. Ghost, however, she teleported immediately, so the ghost is no longer there. Now the ghost has to walk all the way across the map towards the enchantress, but enchantress, the cooldown for her is gonna be ending soon, so we'll be able to infect her, but she's at full health, so I don't think the hunter wants to teleport to her. But Ado caught out here in the middle. Exit gate is open, but how is he gonna make it to the exit gate? The hunter knows the enchantress is at the gate. He's in the middle, so we'll be able to blink, but it doesn't get the down. She's going towards the dungeon. 59% corruption. She's running into the hunter. Flywheel, does he have flywheel? He doesn't have flywheel, and we'll be able to down him, hitting him away from the dungeon so that he can't crawl, and that is going to be a 3-man elimination for the side of AWG Hunter. Round 4, second half. So far, AXIZ has 2 round wins, AWG has 1 round win. Round 4, first half, AWG Hunter was able to get a 3-man elimination, so in order to tie up round 3, the AXIZ Hunter has to get a 3-man elimination. Anything less is going to be a round win for AWG. We're going to see the clown on Chinatown going for the airplanist as the first chase. Going to mind game here at this pallet. We'll be able to... Oh, he crashes, and that's going to allow the airplanist to jetpack out of there, making his rounds in towards the middle where he can have a better kiting area. Hunter's going to go back inside of his... Well, he's going to utilize his rocket and will be able to pick up some more parts here. Oh, nice dodge there. Mind gaming here at this pallet. As soon as he vaults, he's gonna get... Oh, as he's vaulting, we're gonna get the Sears Owl to eat that hit for him. Still no hits onto the survivor so far. Waiting around at this pallet. Flywheels that cancels that rocket, but he's not gonna lose the parts. Will be able to transition with his... Oh, Hunter's gonna blink right through. Is able to finally get the first injury onto this airplanist. 1 jetpack left. He may just break this. Nope. I was thinking if you're gonna dash anyways, why not just break this pallet? Doesn't need to, because he's gonna get the hit onto him as he's vaulting this pallet, and it was a trap because he could have just rocket dash right around. We'll be able to down the survivor for the first time. 80, 80, 50 on the Cypher progress. And we don't have a lanternist, so I mean 2 Cypher machines almost complete. This isn't a bad kite. We have AEZ coming in for the rescue. 2 survivors with Tide Turner are unfortunately Barotu and AEZ, so they're not going to have 1 Tide Turner for this game. They're only going to have 1 Tide Turner, so they're not going to have 1, so they only have the other one. Oh, free backdoor rescue, trying to get a stun, but wasn't able to get it. Gonna dash and gonna be able to immediately down this survivor, but the forward's here to harass. At least it was a no damage rescue, and the only bad thing is the fact that it wasn't rescued with Tide Turner, therefore the immediate down, therefore he's gonna be able to chair immediately. Gonna utilize his football to avoid getting hit. Half of football left. Hunter just blinked, so the survivors know he doesn't have excitement. And so they're able to buy enough time. Oh, we'll be able to get the stun, freeing up the aeroplanist. Hunter's going to go right back into his dash form. We'll be able to hit the forward instead, but that's going to allow the aeroplanist to get around. Oh, and we got another stun by the forward. Hunter's changing targets. He doesn't want to be harassed by this forward anymore. We'll be able to down him immediately. will be also cheering him. So changing targets at this point. Forward's still not able to utilize that tide turner, so we have only a little bit of football left, so not much rebound kite potential. Airplane is with half health, so it's going to be hard for him to rescue. But oh, he's going to be dashing towards the airplanist. No, he's going to be coming right back. They're going to be able to get that free backdoor rescue. They're healing up, but the hunter's coming back for them, but they didn't know. So they will be hiding behind this pallet, but now they're together. Trying to get a body block here. Will be taking the hit for him. Hunter is going to be vaulting this pallet and going straight for this forward. Okay, looks like he's attached the wings and the infinite dash. Blink. Oh, he vaults in time because he's a forward and, you know, he's pretty fast at vaulting. 3 cipher machines completed. 49 and 42 on the cipher progress. Good maneuvering back and forth, playing mind games, and we'll be able to down him here for the second time. Cheering him also for the second time. Last 2 ciphers. 60-49. The 49 cipher machine has not changed. We're gonna get crows on Barotu. Half health. Kurasabi is a half health. Oh, that was the acrobat. Looks like the hunter wants a little bit more damage on the survivors. Mind gaming at this pallet. He's able to dodge it. Back and forth. We'll be able to vault with the bomb. This is happening. This is too fast for my eyes. Oh, and gets the hit onto him. They're gonna get a free backdoor rescue with the tide turner, but the hunter is nowhere near him. And he'll just go ahead and chair this acrobat for the first time. He needs to get a 3-man elimination. Right now it's not looking too good because that last cipher machine's 81. They've all taken turns on the chair. And he's going to be dashing towards AEZ. AEZ is dead on chair, so pretty good. Ooh, we'll be able to get him down immediately. No items, and he will be able to eliminate the first survivor. They were able to get that backdoor rescue, but cipher machines are going to be primed in time. Only survivor without... They're going to just pop the cipher machine. Only survivor without bar time. Actually, there's 2 survivors without bar time, so if he had more injuries across the map, it would have benefited him. And the hunter is going to be going for this MCO because he does have detention. It looks like he's going to be able to at least secure a 2-man elimination, seeing the opposite exit gates is being opened up at the restaurant. He has blink, so he can just wait for blink to cool down to end and then just blink through the wall and get the hit immediately on the seer. 2 survivors left. The dungeon. Where is the dungeon? Oh, it's in the lion. Okay, it's not in the lion pagoda. It's in the corner, further out from the lion pagoda. He can't allow. Okay, he's baiting the blink, and we'll be able to hit him through the pallet, and we'll be able to get that 2-man escape, or the 2-man elimination. So AXIZ 2-round wins, AWG 2-round wins, but the total number of points, AXIZ is still ahead. This is round 5, first half. BonBon on Red Church, heading towards the red carpet where he will be running into Tarako. We can see that the mechanic has already dropped her bot. Hunter may just be cleaning up this bot with the bombs. Has gotten the chip damage, needs to get 1 more chip damage, and the bot will not be hit. Oh yeah, will be hit here, and that's going to tell the location of the mechanic. Hunter is now going to be taking this chase and also not losing much time. Will be dropping the bot once again in this area. Is the hunter going to clean it up? It seems like... Okay, she's just going to utilize the bot to move out of the way, but I think it still hit the bomb. And even if it doesn't, he can still get the bomb and down the bot still, so not much of an issue. But no damage on... Okay, chip damage on the mechanic is going to be able to connect those 2 bombs, get that remote control bomb, 75% damage. Suddenly all the damage just piled up and will be able to down the survivor for the first time. Bot, however, didn't get the hit from that second bomb, so he's still up. Hunter's going to be breaking this pallet so that it's going to be hard just to escape from, and the Mirror's escapologist is going to change the location of this chair. Hunter is right next to the spot. He needs to escape the bomb so that he could just keep decoding while the mechanic is on the chair. Escapologist getting ready for this rescue, but he's not going to rescue anytime soon. He might just be baiting it, but he does have that misdirect, so he's able to get the rescue. Getting the remote control bomb, so the chip hit does land. Gonna connect these two bombs and we'll be able to down this mechanic for the second time. She's going to be dying in this corner, but also the basement is here, so we got the prospector here to come in for the support. That's why she's dying in this corner. We'll be able to get the stun. Thing is, Cypher progress is not looking that good. Oh, gonna blink through the wall as he's picking up the Enchantress, so we'll be able to chair her for the second time without having to be harassed, but that way he also doesn't get to chair in the basement, and the Hunter is going to be harassing the mechanic spot once again, but the escapologist is going to change the chair on the mechanic, so then that's going to divert the Hunter's attention away, and it looks like Ado's coming in for the rescue. The Cypher machines once completed 90, 80, 70, 60, so they have all the progress. They just need to start popping and finishing up the Cypher machines. They're not going to go for this rescue. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be hard to rescue against a BonBon, and you're not a rescuer, so you don't have those perks. Second Cypher machine popped. Hunter will be going after this prospector, and if we do look at the persona points, is going to get that chip damage with that remote control bomb. The magnet has landed on the survivor, a very narrow area. The bomb connects 75% damage. We'll be able to get a mini stun here, but the Hunter is not going to stray too far away from the exit gates, not the exit gates, the Cypher machines. Fourth Cypher machine completed. Last Cypher machine 61. Hunter is going to be noticing the 61% Cypher machine. None of the survivors are nearby. Tonight is now being triggered, but Hunter not able to find the next target. They may need to start a new Cypher machine because you don't want to go down in this basement. The survivors are healing up, so they will have 2 chip damage survivors and 1 healthy survivor. So as they keep feeding tinnitus, Hunter can't leave this Cypher machine, and that's going to allow the survivors to heal up. The Hunter also does see the blood trails of the survivor, and it looks like Nyan wants to take this kite. Will be throwing bombs towards his direction, but doesn't look like they will be able to connect, so he will be able to dodge. Oh no, we'll be able to get a chip damage there. Mono P trying to finish up that Cypher. They are going to start a new one because Hunter is guarding it. Hunter is going to be heading towards the red carpet as there's nobody inside of church, and Ado's going to be taking this kite, so then now they'll be able to work on that church Cypher machine already at 70%. He's looking back. Hunter's trait is blink, but he has trump card. Will be able to get the chip damage. Oh, he doesn't get the stun properly and will be able to down the survivor. He's going to teleport right away to that last Cypher machine. Escapologist utilizing the smoke screen to just get away. Lots of bombs, gonna be able to connect them, and we'll be able to get a half damage on the survivor. Trying to sneak in some more progress, but it's chased away from this Cypher machine. Mono P heading towards Ado to heal him up and possibly get himself healed up, while Nyan tried to buy a little bit of time. Hunter leaving the lucky guy. Lucky Guy's opening a chest box. Survivors have healed each other up, so exit path is still available. Hunter's throwing the bombs towards where he expects the survivors to be. Not quite where they are though, so they are going to be able to get this heal off. As soon as the Hunter starts throwing bombs towards the survivors, the Lucky Guy is going to come nearby, and he has a stun gun. And he needs to keep feeding tinnitus so that the survivors can heal up. So continuously pressuring the Cypher so the Hunter can't stray too far. And they just saw him utilize his trait teleport, so they know he isn't too much of a threat yet until teleports back up in 24 seconds. We can see that the escapologist doesn't have any more items, and he's looking through a chest box and he gets a illusion. Ado is gonna work on this red carpet Cypher machine. A lot of bombs. Gets the magnet. Will be able to stun this hunter. No chip damages so far, and they're going to push this last Cypher Machine, 95, so I think they're just going to commit at this point, and the Cypher Machine's pop endgame situation. Hunter heading towards Ado. Hunter does not have detention. Misses his remote control bomb. He's going to be able to transition into the walls, but the walls here aren't broken, so he can't get that free vault. Flywheel and borrowed time is Ado's persona traits. So he's just going to be able to kite for quite some time here. He has 2 magnets. He's at full health. Hunter doesn't have detention. They're going to be able to open up that back gate. Teleport is up. Oh, Mono P trying to sneak in that red carpet gate. Hunter's just going to teleport and change targets. Going to get a chip damage here. Can still just eat a hit. Oh, sidesteps the remote control bomb. Hunter doesn't want to swing, but will have to swing here because he needs the injuries to pile up. The lucky guy has opened up back gate, and Mono P is running towards the lucky guy, and it looks like the lucky guy is coming in for the support because he has a stun gun waiting for him, but he snipes him with the bomb, and both exit gates are open. So far it's looking like a 2-man elimination, but it looks like the survivors want more. Why? Because lucky guy has a stun gun and he has Tide Turner, so now they can make a dash to the exit gate, and this is gonna be a 3-man elimination, because what could the hunter possibly do? He can bomb them, but they're not gonna go down unless Tide Turner ends, and that's gonna ensure the 3-man escape. Oh, and we're gonna get a dungeon escape as well. AXIZ Hunter going against AWG survivors. Opera on Red Church. For AWG to win, they have to get a 4-man escape. It's already hard for the hunter to get a 4-man elimination, but it's even harder and more rare for survivors to get a 4-man escape, so a lot of pressure. Hunter side just needs to get that 1-man elimination. We can see on the survivor side, we have 3 Tide Turners, but no harassing, which is, you need a 4-man escape, but you're not going to have any harassers. It's either they're relying everything on the kite, so you're just going to kite for as long as possible. They're going to support, and that is the plan for AWG. AXIZ Hunter going after the Seer first. Going to utilize his first owl. Doesn't have much distance, going to be eating the first hit here. We have 3 borrowed times, the cheerleader being the one survivor that doesn't have borrowed time. We'll be able to throw down, ooh, but Hunter's gonna blink right through. What was that sound? Hunter's gonna blink right through, and we'll be able to down the survivor pretty early, but this is an opera singer. 50, 60, 60 on the Cypher progress. We can see the cheerleader has Tide Turner and she's in this graveyard, so she is the closest survivor, but Hunter being incredibly fast, she may have to come in for an early rescue, or she's just not going to be going for this rescue, and Baruchu is going to be coming in for this rescue instead. Because the remaining 3 survivors all have Tide Turners. So Airplane is coming in for this first rescue. We're going to be eating the hit, getting the rescue before half. We got the cheerleader helping with this kite, but where are you going to go? Not really able to get out of this area. So we'll be able to down this Seer once again, just waiting at this pallet. Oh wait, is she trying to revive him with the cheers? Does it work? Oh, so she swings right away because she thought she was going to be able to revive him, but isn't able to do so. Oh, okay, that makes sense. I didn't know that worked, but it seems like it is a thing. But that also means the cheerleader has not been decoding. However, we have 2 Cypher machines finished. 3rd Cypher machine 81, 4th Cypher machine 29%. So it's not too bad, but the mercenary has to hurry up and get for this rescue. We'll be taking the hit here and getting the rescue before he expires. Now we're getting a double man protection body block system, while the mercenary is going to be body blocking. We'll be able to get this pallet stun, and the cheerleader is going to try to get as much cheers on this Seer so that he can keep resurrecting and be getting back up. But now it's wondering who's decoding. the only person decoding is the aeroplanist. Is this a little too much of a support? We'll be able to down him, but the cheers count is enough, so he's able to resurrect himself. Gonna get a body block with the cheerleader because everyone needs to support the seer. But why are there no harassers? Okay, we'll be able to down this seer. MCO still on the ground. Hunter. Oh wait, that's not the seer. It was AEZ. No, that was MCO. Okay. Lots of remnants in this area. As soon as she goes around, no, she's gonna go around, and that's not enough distance. We'll be going down here for the final time. This is his second chair. They're unable to do anything, and the win conditions are met for AXIZ. They will be the next team, or the last team for the Japan region, qualifying for the KOA group stage. Congratulations, but this game isn't over, so we're gonna see who else we can down next. But with 3 injured survivors and not a lot of Cypher, I mean, there is enough Cypher progress, but they're all injured. So it's who's gonna come in for this rescue? Who will be running into the remnant there? Will be downing her once again, cheering her for the first time. Okay, they're finishing up the Cypher machine in the graveyard. So the 4 Cypher machines completed. Hunter's going to be teleporting to Barrow 2, where he was working on that 49% Cypher machine. Immediate down. Mercenary is going to leave his Cypher machine to go in for that rescue. Yeah, the situation is not good. I just don't see how... So usually when you want to get that 4-man elimination, if you over-support and everyone's injured and you don't have enough Cypher machines, that's just a disaster for your whole team, because that means you're going to have to take body blocks. No one can really heal up. And you're double supporting on top of that is... But you know, your desperate times, your desperate measures, you know, it could have worked. If it worked, it would have... I mean, I would have to re-evaluate everything that I know about this game, which, you know, that does actually happen, so we'll be able to cheer the cheerleader for the second time. Hunter is not going, I mean, not the AEZ is not going in for this rescue, so he's abandoning this aeroplanist, sending him, the next survivor, to the manor. He's just in the middle, not able to do anything. Dungeon seems to be backgate. And the hunter knows he's here, sees the blood trails of the survivor. He's gonna elbow pad away. No items left. Can he make it all the way to the dungeon? I don't think so. He's too far away. And look at all the remnants here. Oh, she went to the remnant that's a little too far away inside of the church. And he's going to be taking a hit here out in the open. He's dashing towards, well, not dashing, he's running towards the dungeon. Oh, she teleports. He's not quite there, he's too far. She's going to definitely arrive before he is close enough to get that dungeon escape. And that's a 4-man elimination for the side of AXIZ Hunter. Congratulations. Japan regionals have finally come to an end. We'll be seeing them all in KOA. And as we can see later on, these are the teams, these are the total match points, the game points, and we can see DFM, FL, AXIZ has advanced, and these are the 5 teams that we'll be seeing in the KOA group stage.